welcome. This is the pre-stream bit. I'm not live yet, but I will be shortly. I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet, and welcome to the joy of punting. Yes, this is my stream. I will make some mistakes. That bit is absolutely going to happen. But as long as you're here along the way for these happy little mistakes, that's what I like to call punts, happy little mistakes, well, it's worth it then, isn't it? Whilst you're waiting, if you would like to click down below, I can't move my head too much because of the way this image is made, but if you'd like to click the image down below, trying to point with my nose, it's not working. Down below there's some links. You can join my Patreon via this. You can go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you're really missing out on where all the action and magic happens. Oh, I guess I should explain how you can support me as well, right? So the Patreon, you can sign up for like $2 a month. It's less than a booster pack. And that allows you to be on the Discord server where you can hang out with me and other patrons and talk shit, see when I'm getting low and pissed off at Magic for losing a lot, or when I'm happy because I'm just wrecking fools because it's better to be lucky than good. All those things and more. A Giant hentai, all that sort of stuff. All on the Discord. There's other tiers as well. There's a slicer tier where we talk once a week in a voice call and you get to submit decks and stuff. But have a look on there. That explains it all there. You can subscribe to me here on Twitch. On YouTube it's free. It's the best free way to subscribe and support me is to just subscribe on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please go fucking do it. But you can subscribe here on Twitch. There's a button up there. Again, talking about my arms, my hands is really weird. Do you like jazz? Jazz. Jazz! So yeah, you can subscribe with the button above my head. I'm pointing with my hand, but you can't see it. If you're on Twitch Prime, it's free. Otherwise, you can throw a few bucks into the Quazo well, and I will take some percentage of that. Hopefully a good percentage when I get partner. This is maybe not an affiliate. Hopefully, in a few months' time, we'll look back and be like, haha, remember when you said you weren't partner in that Twitch intro? Okay, I filled 3 minutes of dead time. Hang on. That might have been my hand, that might have been someone else's hand. I guess you'll just never know. Stop it. So yeah, I kind of like my intros to be about 10 minutes long. Because sometimes I take 10 minutes to get set up. I'll load up OBS and something will be broken. What else? I upload once a week to Channel Fireball's YouTube channel. The comment section are mean there. I have Dice to Removal, a podcast. Just Google Dice to Removal, check out the Tolarian Community College's YouTube channel. And me and the professor shoot the shit with regards to magic. Not Twitch, this is Twitch. Twitter. Twitter's good. I'm very active on Twitter. It's a good way to get hold of me, to ask me questions, to engage with me. Go follow me over there as well. Instagram's pretty good. I post pictures of my dog. Post pictures of me. I've realised my fans have been on this whole time. I hope that's not made a lot of noise. Bollocks. I guess I'll turn that off now. Fuck. But yeah, Instagram. Picture of my dog. Picture of me. Picture of food. Magic cards. It's pretty good. I enjoy Instagram. You get to make artsy-fartsy photos and stuff. Some of mine are artsy-fartsy. Some of them are... Actually, the majority of them are just like spare the moment thing. Yeah. Birds. Yeah, so jazz. I like jazz, right? Everyone like jazz? Some more smooth jazz. Oh man, this is so itchy right now. Fuck. Thanks, Bob Ross. Yeah, just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Doo boop ba doo. Jazz. If this comes out really well, I'm going to be upset that you only see it for the first 10 minutes of a stream. 10 or so minutes. I'll probably make it only 7. 7 minutes of me fucking about. I could just like play some like an image of a seaside here now, couldn't I? Like this. And I'm back. Bob Ross with a seaside for a face is pretty weird. If you like this, can we get some capital letter hype in the chat, please? Right now. At the end of the stream, we shall be raiding someone else, normally raiding down someone with a smaller viewership than us, to share their love. Sometimes up if I want to, you know, network. But yeah, so we're gonna raid someone. So if I say that the stream's coming to an end, it's our last game, I'm about to go, please don't fucking log off. Stick around, okay? It hurts my pride when we raid with only like half the percentage of the people, half the percentage, 50% of the people that were actually in here originally. It hurts my pride. So don't do that. Oh, chat rules, be nice to one another. Oh, my webcam is facing the wall. I should face it towards me. I do that in case the FBI are watching me like shit in my own mouth. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm a bit loud because I was a bit close to the mic then. If only Wizards of the Coast would reprint some fucking fetch lands somewhere of a decent fucking slot in some sort of set somewhere so the cost of the cards would go down. If only. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, we're going to play some Modern. Mainly because we've been playing Cube so much, and with the Modern Cube coming back next week, there'll be more Cube on the stream. So I put a poll out today. For any of you who actually voted for Modern Horizons draft, it actually won the poll. But then I was like, actually, do you know what? And I rarely ever do this, but I was thinking, do you know what? I don't actually want to draft today. So that's why we're playing some Modern.
We ask your opinions, but we don't actually care about them.
I do some, most of the time. I've been enjoying Modern, playing D&T, mainly because I'm winning. If I wasn't winning, I'd probably be moaning about how bad the format is. That's just what content creators do, right? Hello, how are you, Rob?
I'm good, thank you, Vince. It's been a busy day here in the office /
Another one.
Working from home, I hope?
Yes.
Not going into the office or any of that shit?
Nope. I've been good. I'm ready to play some D&T. It's been ages since we've done this together, actually, so I'm quite excited.
Yeah, I think last time I streamed D&T you weren't around, so this is what we're playing today. I'm going to do a bit of a roll call as well. Hello, Holbin. Good evening, sir. Hello, Robert, your mother's brother. Jojo Walker. Nanny FGC. We've got people chatting about spoilers earlier. We can talk about spoilers as the stream goes on. I'm not going to talk extensively about spoilers, because I know a lot of streamers will get them up on screen and chat about them for ages. But don't forget that I have a YouTube channel, so I can't starve that of content. Nanny asks, would I prefer sub or Patreon? My absolute preference is both, but Patreon is better because you get to get involved with the Discord. Discord's quite active and has like some mini communities in there and different areas to talk to people as well. Thank you, Top Hat Peasy, for the Twitch Prime for the 8th month now. Sup, you milky slut, he says. Thank you. Tell us about the list, PK. Right! So, we're playing Black White Eldrazi and Taxes. I played a little bit of this last week. I put out a video on Thursday, I pushed it back at night. Saturday or Friday. It's all blowing into one. Many days, many videos. But on Friday and Saturday, I put out just a couple of the games of the league. I ended up going 4-1 in that league. Things went very, very well. I ended up punting on the games away to Storm, and I think I could have beaten them as well if I took a line that I think had a better chance of winning. But I won't bore you with that. So this is Black White and Taxes. I played Red-White this morning, and Megas the Moon was an absolute house against Titan, as usual. So, yeah, that's the other version that I've been playing recently. Sneal in the chat says, I spent all day jumping in and out of latest EDH and chill, and now I'm worried my day is going to contain too much Vince. Well, don't you worry, that video wouldn't be so long if it wasn't for Rob. So you can blame Rob.
My fault.
You can blame Rob for that one.
Sorry for giving you too much Vince.
So this is Death and Taxes. This is Modern Death and Taxes. So for those of you who are joining for the very first time, never seen D&T before, thanks for the sub, Nanny FGC. Second new sub today. So D&T hinges around a few cards. The main cards are Athalia, Guardian of Thraben, which is a creature that is a 2/1 first striker for 2 mana, so it's got quite good stats in terms of being a good blocker and attacker, but it also has, more importantly, non-creature spells you of both players cost 1 more to cast. What this does is it makes comboing out the spell-based combo, or just resolving non-creature permanents a little bit more difficult for our opponents. What that does is it makes Storm's life very, very hard. It means that Tron can assemble 7 mana but not resolve their Karn. It means you can't Supreme Verdict on turn 4. It basically makes other people's game plans more difficult. and thus gives us avenues towards which we can attack our opponent by gaining incremental advantages through those sort of effects. So Thalia is the first of those. The next up in terms of the tax element of Death and Taxes is Leonin Arbiter. Doesn't get played in the Legacy version, but this is the modern version. Arbiter says players cannot search their libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect until end of turn. That's a special action, similar to morphing a creature. You can do it anytime you have priority. What Arbiter does is it fucks with people's fetch lands. So if you are trying to crack a fetch in Modern, Arbiter's like, nah fam, you got to pay some mana for that. People will mess up and crack fetches into it by accident. People will forget about Arbiter and like crack the Secure Tribe Elder. It also allows us to make cards in our deck better, namely Ghost Quarter, which then becomes literally Strip Mine when they're tapped out, so we can blow up basics and non-basics with our Ghost Quarter, and Path to Exile. It becomes literally the best removal spell ever printed when there's an Arbiter in play and they haven't got the mana to play it. There is a discussion point, as Sneal brought up in the chat there, about Stoneforge Mystic. I think you can play Stoneforge Mystic alongside Leonin Arbiter. However, I think that there is a tension there, and you don't necessarily need Stoneforge Mystic to win games of Magic. It gives you like utility in terms of being able to get protection from certain colours, or life gain in the form of Batterskull. But ultimately, I'd rather my deck didn't like just randomly fold to itself 5% of the time. That's why you don't play fetch lands or Stoneforge with Arbiter if you can help it. So Arbiter's the second part of the tax plan, and then the third part of the core of Death and Taxes is Aether Vial. Well, what Aether Vial does is it allows you to deploy threats at instant speed in your opponent's turn to do tricksy things like they crack a fetch with no mana up, you vial in an Arbiter, and you get them. It also means that you can use your lands to mess with your opponent and still deploy threats and play the game and progress your board state. This means you can Ghost Quarter people, you can, in other versions of this deck, you can Tech Edge people, you can Field Ruin people, you can use your lands to Gaffley Township, and so on and so on and so on. In our case, the main thing is Ghost Quarter, and in the Black-White variant, Eldrazi Temple. We play 4 of them. This allows us to activate Displacer, which allows us to flicker Arbiter to make them have to pay 4 to fetch through a fetch land, or to save a Thalia from removal, or to flicker any of the other pieces as well. So that's the core of Death and Taxes. The Black-White variant, what it does is it gives you the worst mana base of all the variants, because you have to play a load of temples, Eldrazi Temples, so you're playing 8 colourless lands. And then what you get out of black is, well, the key thing you get out of black, that is the main reason to play this deck, and the main reason that everyone plays this deck, is Tidehollow Sculler. It is a like temporary Thoughtseize as such, where you exile a card from their hand. You can take away combo pieces, creatures, removal spells, and then you can process them with Wasteland Strangler. That's kind of like the combo the deck has. So you take a combo piece, and then you stick it in their graveyard and kill one of their creatures, and Tidehollow Scholar is no longer a liability because there's nothing to like undo it to get back from it. You can also, in response to the first trigger, flicker it with Displacer to get 2 things from their hand, one permanently and one not. Pat is asking why no Urborg. I'm not sure. That actually might be a good addition. I didn't want to cut any more basics because we only have 3. We are really soft to Blood Moon. I kind of wanted a 4th Silent Clearing, but I ended up going with some non-painful lands because we're playing 3 Silent Clearing on 4 Caves of Coiler. So, yeah, I think Urborg could have a slot. Maybe if we went up to 23 lands. Green-White normally plays 22 and 4 Dorks. Red-White normally plays 23. Mono-White normally plays 23. Or unless you're at the Eldrazi variant. The reason we're playing 22 is because we don't actually have 4 drops. Thought-Not is very often a 2-drop or a 3-drop thanks to the power of a soul land like Eldrazi Temple. So that's why we're on 22 lands. And that seems to be the conventional logic. I thought it was too low, but then I played with it and it never felt too low. Maybe I'll be complaining about it in 2 games' time. Who knows?
That's usually what happens when we go on stream, is all the lands just leave the deck.
Yeah. I mean, also, there's a lot of distraction as well, so I normally play worse and then blame things that probably... Instead of blaming the mistakes I'm making, blaming the fucking land count, for example.
If Mother of Runes is Mom, who is Dad?
Maybe
Stay
previous
milky.
decision making rather than current decision making.
Yeah, exactly. Is it... so, Daddy Wins an Address asks if Mother of Runes is Mum, who is Daddy. Is it, Benevolent Ancestor? Is that the 1-drop that sacks to give protection?
Is
that the one?
Bodyguard.
That's the one. That's Dad. The thing is, Mother of Runes sticks around to support you, where
Dad always leaves.
Yeah, Bodyguard just goes to get cigarettes and never comes back. The reason we're on 3 Thalia instead of 4, I played 4 in my latest video, and across the league I had them caught in hand several times. The comment section as well is full of people who like the deck and were saying, like, why are you playing 4? You've always used to play 3. And I think it was just me coming out of playing a lot of Legacy. I just defaulted to 4. I think Thalia is not as good in Modern as she is in Legacy, so we don't play 4 for that reason. The other thing as well is that there was just like trying to find slots for extra silver bullets and things like that. So I think just coming up the board with multiple Thalias isn't as good. Like in Legacy, like to beat Storm decks, you kind of want to draw your Thalia like 100% of the time. But we can still beat Storm in our deck with Arbiter. Arbiter's arguably, it sounds like a very weird thing to say, better than Thalia in a lot of the matchups where they both matter. So that's why there's only 3 Thalias. It's basically because of the legendary thing. Also, a 2/1 first striker isn't the best body.
Yeah, also in Legacy, the like putting pressure on a Force of Will has real impact.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more free
it's
spells.
The premier free-ish counter spell in the format.
Like fast mana too, Chrome Moxes. Like getting those things to be more expensive is much better. Also, Thalia is just as a body, a first striking body in Legacy is much better when you've got the ability to have Umazawa's Jitte, for example, and Caracas. Like you've got these things that interact with them a lot more favourably, where you don't have that in Modern. To finish up the bits of the deck, so Flickerwist is basically the tool that is a core part of the deck, in my opinion, that we don't really talk about as a core part of the deck in terms of taxing, but it does everything. It attacks in the air, it attacks, it protects, but most importantly, it also takes out problematic permanents. If there's a question that we need to answer today, Flickerwist will probably be that answer. For those who don't know, when you exile the permanent with its ETB effect, the permanent comes back at the end of turn. So if we exile it at our end of turn or their end of turn off of an Eighth of Var, for example, then it exiles it for a whole turn. We can do this as well by displacing and like end steps and things like that. It's crazy. Thought-Knot is basically good against combo, and Kaya is the card that I thought was going to be shit and ended up being absolutely godly, to the point that I've put a second one on the board.
Really?
Yes. So it like... The problem is with like the sideboarding of it is that I'm not sure if it like conflicts with the rest in pieces and stuff. But basically, what Kaya does is it does 3 things very, very well. So one is it fucks with people's graveyards in a format where people are still playing Ghosts and Scoozes and Past in Flames, Dredge cards, Delve cards, all that shit, right? So the graveyard hate is very, very relevant. It also gains you life. So I won a game against Burn where I just got to Violent a Thalia, block a Eidolon, then eat the Eidolon. I won the game on like 2 life. So the 2 life was hugely important. The downtick is also like a lot more important than people think. So like some variants of Journal are playing Hex Drinker now. We've got Astrolabe still in the format. We've got Death Shadow still in the format. We got opposing Eighth of Vars and the Mirrors and the Merfolk decks. You got just random 1-drops that you wouldn't even think about. Like for example, I played against Zoo twice today. 2 different Nicatl decks in a row. I was like, what year is this? So all of those are important. But the main thing is that her ultimate isn't like the game-ending ultimate of other Planeswalkers. It's actually, you get to it very quickly after 2 activations. And what it says is, Kaya, the Usurper, deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile and gain that much life. So what she does is she closes the door on aggro decks, and she will just dome out your opponent when you're trying to race them. I guess she does combo with Rest in Peace because you just exile their graveyards and all cards and get to a more powerful ultimate even if you can't gain life. So I guess in the matchups where you're...
combos with the Path Exile you've got there, the Hollow Scholar you've got there.
Yep. So there are many ways to get them. For context for chat here, Ape is going about Nicatl in chat right now and Zoo, right? So,
not again.
So we had a call where we talked a lot about Zoo, and Ape was just saying how there's a lot of Zoo decks in Legacy, which turned out was just a lot of Night of the Reliquary decks that happened to be playing Nicatl as ways to beat, what was it? That was League in the format. Red and 6. Like, threats that could beat Red and 6. So it's like the format warping around Red and 6 and playing Nicatl in, like, basically Maverick. But he was claiming there was Zoo simply because they had wild Nicatl. Basically, Ape has no fucking idea what he's doing when it comes to having creatures in play. That's just basically how it is. That's the long and short of it. So Kaya ended up being, or Ko, I don't know what the pronunciation of her name is, but she ended up being like really good. So now I put a second one on the sideboard, but like I said, I don't know if she really should be in the main or something. I'm not really sure. The other consideration is that we've got a 4-drop in our sideboard, but only 22 lands. I did consider putting like a Field of Ruin in the sideboard to come in with Gideon against either Control, Midrange, or Tron. That could be a consideration as well. The other things that are in our sideboard, so we have Fatal Pushes for the aggro matchups, the matchups where we have small creatures, Death Shadow, that sort of thing. All matchups where we want to kill creatures and not give them land. Because obviously Path to Exile, unlike Plowshares and Legacy, is counterintuitive to our tax plan. Because if our Thalia is restricting like some sort of tempo or aggro deck like Death Shadow's mana, and then we just path and give them a basic land, it undoes some of the stuff that Thalia is doing. So push can be better than that in some places, but sometimes it's just extra removal. So we have 2 Fatal Push. We have 2 Rest in Peace to fuck with graveyards. Against Jund, we'll probably bring in like 1 Rest in Peace, 1 Kea, for example, to fight with Ghosts and stuff. But Rest in Peace is also just both of them coming against any sort of like Grishelbrand deck or Dredge or any other like genuine graveyard deck. Then we have a copy of Kambal, that vintage staple, chat. Don't forget the vintage staple. This is basically just another anti-storm, anti-spell-based combo, anti-prowess card as well. The prowess deck wants to cast like 4 spells on a turn. Go ahead. I want to play my Kambal and gain 6 life off of it. Then we have Zealous Prosecution and Plague Engineer in similar slots. Another card that is for consideration in this slot is Oars of Pontiff, which I've played in the past in this variant of the deck. Orzhov Pontiff is basically Zealous Prosecution on a body. The reason I've got Zealous instead of that is that I've blown people out, but they're not expecting it. Because you can... No one expects the Pontiff anyway, but they definitely don't expect the Zealous Prosecution. That really blows people out. It also just swings races wildly as well, as you kill like half their board, killing like seasoned Pyromancer tokens, killing opposing Thalias, killing young Pyromancers, killing Thopters, all sorts of shit. And a Plague Engineer is like a versatile 2/2 death touching variant of this that only targets obviously one creature type, but you can reset it with Flicker Wisp and Eldrazi Displacer, so you can use it to like kill multiple things. The thing with Pontiff is that if you have 6 mana open, you can double Displacer it and shrink their board by 2. So Pontiff might just be strictly better, but Plague Engineer is kind of like an ongoing thing. So, sorry,
it's more intense on our mana though, isn't it?
It is. So they've obviously varied because this can stay and play and keep a Thalia off the board, for example, in a mirror or in humans, or just 1-drops off the board, for example, where Orzhov Pontiff is one and done. So there's arguments for and against as well. Campbell I've obviously mentioned. Then we've got Kunaros. I've only brought in against Burn so far. Kunaros is a vigilant, menace, life-linking 3/3, so it's just a word soup. It's like a very small questing beast that also says creature cards and graveyards can't enter the battlefield, and players can't cast spells from graveyards. So this card is legitimately very good against a lot of the format. It's kind of a blank card against like Tron, for example, or some of the Oko Uro decks. I guess it stops Uro and it stops Snapcaster, so that's something. So maybe it's a consideration for main board. But ultimately, it fucks around with Storm, it fucks around with Snapcaster Mage, it fucks around with so much stuff that I think the card is generally really good. And depending on how the metagame shapes up, it might be like Kunaros becomes better and better as like Jund is less of a problem and Tron is less of a problem. They have Gideon for the mid-range matchups. Originally, I was playing 2 Bitter Blossoms as a trial, and I hated them, so I'm back on the Gideon plan. 2 Stony Silences, a Disenchant, and 2 Burrowed Forge Tenders. Because this card is good against Prowess, Burn, Red Sweepers, like Kozilek's Return. Oh, not Kozilek's Return. That's the one it's not good against, chat. And good the gods it's good against. Kozilek's Return is colourless. This cannot stop it. And that is the deck. And our mana base, like I said, we could do with 1 more land. If we had 1 more land, we could go up to 1 more land. That could be our Urborg, or it could be another utility. But we're going to play with 22 today. So we're going to jump into a league now. We can talk more about it. Obviously, as cards perform better or worse, I will play different ones in future. I'll have a video of the red-white one. Like a full... don't want to join that. It's like 3 hours away. There will be a full league complete with memes and silliness coming out later this week with red-white taxes. Alongside with some Australian Highlander. My spoiler that comes out on Thursday. This stream VOD on Wednesday. And probably some more Ikoria talk later in the week as well. Right!
You had a spoiler?
I do have a spoiler, Rob. It's very exciting.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
So that comes out on Thursday at the end of the spoiler. They say the best till last. We're going to mulligan this hand with no lands. We've now got a 1 lander and a vial, but I think that might just be mildly... No, I can't even cast this path.
I mean... Yeah.
We're on the draw. I'm going to keep it.
Fuck it. Stars we mean to go on.
This is the thing, when I'm off stream, I reckon I'm a lot more like cautious about my keeps. That's probably why I end up winning more games. That and I'm not chatting shit the whole time. Oh, I need to play sound effects when we start games, like this one. Yeah, there we go. Right, Arkham's Astrolabe. Come on, Kaya. Fuck their mana up. Labib says, what? Watsy? Oh, look. Got Watsy on turn 2. That's pretty good. Watsy acknowledging the channel. Well, wait till you see the spoiler to see if you count as acknowledgement or not. Honestly, it's so good. It's going to be great. Honestly. Am I being sarcastic? Am I not? Who knows? I'm trying purposefully to make it hard. Gamer milk. Oh, that's a good shout, the stem. I should sell gamer milk to people.
Oh, Jesus.
So they tap out for a engineered explosives on 1, which will blow up our vial next turn. So I'd love to wisp that out, but we can't. So the vial's going to go bye-bye. This looks like it's, what are they calling it? Urzo? Urzro? Is that what it is? Urza and Uro. Or it could be the Bant-Snow shit. We drew an Arbiter, but it's not the card we're looking for, unfortunately. Hopefully this will be back-breaking for them, and then we'll draw a white source. That'd be nice.
Yes, that would be nice. Again, like we said earlier, Thornot's here, not actually a 4-drop, it's secretly a 2-drop.
Indeed. It's also a very weird Eldrazi because both it and Wasteland Strangler have ETB effects, where like every other fucking card in this This deck, and in that creature type, sorry, almost every card, shall I say, has like an on-cast trigger. So it is the Urza Uro deck. Double Cryptic and an Uro.
Take Uro, right?
Yeah, Uro is the next turn play.
And
God.
exiling it is better than dumping it in the graveyard.
Kind of like a 2-for-1.
Yes.
So next turn I don't have a play at the moment. Hopefully we do draw another land though, because losing our Vial is actually going to be really brutal. But it will block their Astrolabe, so that is something. You run Kataki over Stony Sands. Kataki's awkward though if you've got Vials and the non-black-white version if you've got like Blade Splicer and stuff. Do we even have Stone in our board still? We have 2. Good. Hopefully they let this tick up to 2 before they blow it. Nope. Okay, they lose the Astrolabe as well, so that's something. They play a Misty. They pass the turn, we get to hit them for 4. For some reason the game sounds on Modo are really loud again. So I'm going to turn them down. If Modo will let me. Shut up, Modo, you piece of shit. The problem is they're going to play Cryptic Command, bouncing Thought-Knot Seer. Next turn they get to draw 2 cards. So we are having... Vince, can you explain the Skull Hole priority play again? Yes, so what happens is, when you've got the trigger on the stack of entering the battlefield to look at their hand, if you flicker it, the exit trigger goes on the stack as well. And then you get another enter the battlefield trigger. So the first enter the battlefield trigger resolves, putting something under it, that will go back to their hand when it next leaves the battlefield. The next trigger that resolves is the leaves trigger, where there's nothing to take away from it, because the leaves trigger is related to the enter trigger. Then the first enter trigger resolves after that, exiling something permanently from their hand. So it's because the leave trigger refers to the last time it entered the battlefield, not just the most recent, the last time it did. Sorry, it is the most recent. Sorry. No, not the most recent. The last time, it refers to the ETB of the same permanent. I'll have to get a judge to explain the exact ins and outs. I think I explained that very clearly and fucked it in the end. Okay, so now they can play a Cryptic on my end step to get rid of the Thought-Knot Seer. They can also counter anything I play.
So we need to play something they don't care about.
Well, I'm going to attack and hope they bounce it to save 4 life. No, okay. So, if we play Arbiter, they just fetch in response, then they counter the Arbiter, bounce the Thought-Knot. Or I can keep up Path in case they untap and play like an Uro or they play an Urza.
It's more likely.
Yeah, I don't want to get spell counted here, I don't think. It's a different instance of Total Scholar ET being. Yeah, exactly. So to go back to that while they're doing something. The exit trigger refers to a specific instance of the enter trigger. So when you flicker it, it's referring to the one that hasn't resolved yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Not the last one, because the last one's the one that would have obviously resolved in front of it. Hopefully we'll get to show everybody this. I almost played one of the caverns today, Super Giraffe, but I thought to myself, no one plays Counter Magic in Modern. So my 23rd land was a cavern before I cut it again to put back another Charming Prince, I think it was. Okay, so that's one Cryptic Command down. They're going to counter my Thought-Knot Seer on the way back in.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to play an Arbiter for the moment. People are asking how you are, but people will care about how you are.
Oh. How's it going? It's going well, thank you. I'm self-isolating like a good citizen, and I've not gone crazy yet.
Good. Like a good citizen.
Yeah, going out for my state-mandated exercise for as long as I'm allowed to continue to do that until it's back to flexing in the front room.
Gonna put the overhead light on as well. Oh, pandemics, eh, Rob? Barrel of laughs.
Yeah, aren't they just?
Fucking hell. It's a straight up galvanic blast.
Know what you're doing right now?
So what's happening here is I'm looking to 6, keep a 1 land of a vial.
So this is
by
a thing too.
the
Happy 25th months of being affiliate, Vince.
Oh well.
Oh, thank you, Ape, for celebrating 25 months of being affiliate.
Oh.
Maybe one day I'll get partner. Ba-bum-ba-bum. So they played the Urza the turn after we kept the mana. So this could be like Metallic Rebuke as well. There's a lot of shite this could be.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want to look at their hand.
Well,
They got
to try pathing it first. They'll probably try and protect the Urza and then Thought-Knot.
Yeah.
What do you value more?
Probably the Thought-Knot.
I mean, they're on 6, so I think.
Yeah, this is pretty strong. This also gets the Cryptic out of the hand if this isn't Rebuke. It's not Rebuke, so it's just what's in the hand? Cryptic and 2 others? Cryptic and an Emery. Now, Emery allows them to replay the Astrolabe, but I think I have to let them do that because the Cryptic bounces my fucking Thought-Knots here again.
Yeah. They're on 6.
Okay. Can you talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of different D&T colours? I definitely can.
Another one.
My verdict's out at the moment as to which one's best right now. But the biggest one about this deck I find is the mana base. Like, in those 2 games that I put up last week, they were against Blood Moon decks. I just got very lucky with them never having Blood Moon. So I'm wondering if that's okay right now because no one's really playing Blood Moon. Is that even a problem right now? But also the fact that you are playing Magus in the red-white version suggests to me that A, you have better gaming against the black-white variant, and B, you have better gaming against Tron and Titan. It depends upon what you expect, really. Ooh, hello.
That was a nice one to see.
So let's go to combat and attack.
Yep, let's go Hog Wild.
They've got 1 card in hand we don't know about. They can... Wait, do we know about it? Did they miss Sanctuary last turn or the turn before? Chat? Is that a Cryptic in their hand?
You have to check the...
Yes. I don't know.
Another one.
When was it? Turn 5. I play an Arbiter Galbit. Turn 6, Mystic Sanctuary. And now we're in turn 7. Turn 6, trigger... Stack. Yes, they've drawn a Cryptic. We know they've got a Cryptic. Yeah. So... I guess I play a Giver, because they're going to counter the Giver and bounce the Thought-Knot.
Yes.
This is where the 22 lands isn't very good. Yep. Oh, they're bouncing the Sanctuary back to hand, so they can then replay the Sanctuary and get another Cryptic command back.
Oh.
And then play the Astrolabe out of the graveyard to put Cryptic back in their hand.
Sounds like a combo.
Yep. 2019 was full of mistakes, my friends. Like, literally. And I'm sorry for hearing the Thought-Knots here in play. I never thought I'd be the person playing the Thought-Knots here saying there were worse mistakes made. Fucking hell.
What kind of world are we living in?
It's only a command loop if they bounce the Sanctuary. If they have to tap down our Thought, or they can tap down bounce Sanctuary and then we can resolve a threat. And then we can, if we resolve the Displacer, then we get them. You also need to be able to draw off the Astro. They got a bauble in their bin actually. So let's attack the Thought-Knots here. We're going to tap it down. Not right now, Bumchi. Okay, they're thinking long and hard. Yeah, they're going to tap down instead of taking over 4 going to 2. Yep, so they're going to tap my creature. Sure. Then second main phase, we're going to play an Eldrazi Displacer. This will allow us to take the Cryptic command out of their hand upon the next attempt to loop. Nope, they had a Metallic Rebuke there anyway. So, we now need to just draw some fucking lands.
Mm-hmm. How hard can it be?
I think that Metallic Rebuke there has won them the game. I don't think we're going to get through this now. I mean, we've got a Tide Hollow Skull, that is something. We can also draw a second thought not post-combat. But then that doesn't work because they're going to tap down our team and then put the cryptid back on top of their library. Aether Spell Bomb. We have to get rid of this Emery, aren't we?
Another one.
Feels like it.
Okay, Caves of... Oh, frustrating. Okay, let's go to combat and attack. Because the Emery's allowing them to redraw the... whatchamacallit, with like Aether Spell Bombs and the Mishra's Bob in their bin.
Yeah.
They let us attack, so they'll just block with Gilded Goose. They probably didn't mean to let us go to combat, I imagine.
Yeah, so sort of the mark of a long, awkward pause.
Because they have 5 mana opens. They're just going to bounce it with the Aether Spell Bomb. Sure.
That makes
They now draw the Cryptic. We cast the TKS, which they counter, and then we kill the Emery. Now they have a Gilded Goose, a food, a land to put Cryptic back on top of their library, and then whatever they draw next turn.
Okay.
A Ghost Core to blow up the fucking Sanctuary at any point would be nice too. So we have lots of tools to deal with this shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sanctuary puts Cryptic back on top of the library. Now we just don't want them to play another Emery. Have I considered running Oars of Signet? I think Signets will be are too slow for modern, full stop.
Yeah.
And they're definitely too slow in the deck that plays Thalias. So we drew another Caves. They have 1 card in hand. They've got Cryptic Command coming off the top of the library. They're not on 6 anymore because this Gilded Goose is just going to churn their life up over time. But of course, don't forget everyone who's in the comment section of my video going, Gilded Goose is shit! It's 1 use! It's like all these people haven't touched a fucking Magic card in the last year. Because they all just think Gilded Goose is bad. It's so funny. Okay, let's have a look at their hand first. Will they counter it if it's got a count spell? I want to play the Giver last turn. Did I have the mana up last turn? I thought we'd end in explosives. Okay, sure. We can now bounce us to get the EE back. So we probably want to diversify our threats.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe I should have played the Giver last turn. So that's a food token from Gilded Goose. So once we untap the Giver of Runes at some point, we'll be able to give things pro blue. The problem is they've got Cryptic Command in hand now. Yeah, just a punt. So the hand is Cryptic Command, so we have perfect information. So they Cryptic bounce, draw a card. Okay, sure.
Cool.
Then that gives them the EE back. They've got a bauble off the card draw. Don't forget, any fetch land is the second Mystic Sanctuary. I don't know how many they play. I'm assuming it's a minimum of 2, perhaps 3. EE for 2, I can Wisp that. Yes.
Yes.
And then we've got a Wisp and a Thalia in play, which would be pretty sweet.
It's a good place to be.
Or, this also makes the Sanctuary rough, so this is probably better than Thalia here, as I said. So we're going to go white,
Another one.
white, colourless Wisp. They can blow it up now, but it doesn't do anything. Urza only plays 2. Okay, cool. I assume that means they're talking about the sanctuaries.
Yeah.
They're going to make a food. Goose got significantly worse after banning. Okay. I guess it was like one of the few cards that got worse, right? Most cards got better because they were actually playable again.
Another one.
They get their EE back. They make a food token. God, they got so much life. It's unreal thanks to that fucking goose. I'm actually down on clocked them because there's a bit of thought earlier. Mishra's Bauble off the top of the library. They got 1 card in hand from the previous Bauble as well. They're going to crack a Bauble. I mean, they're drawing in our turn, so there'll be another unknown in hand in our turn. They've got 1 unknown in hand. They're going to draw for their Bauble. We drew a Ghost Quarter, which is nice. We're going to have a look at their hand because it's got 2 cards in it.
Yep, good call.
Metallic Rebuke.
Okay.
I'm just going to pay.
I mean, that is a thing you can do.
Cool.
Womp womp.
No, that's fine. Like, we got a 2-2 on the board.
We did.
Okay. The most recent episode of Dice to Removal filmed just before I went to Reno, so I think it was 6 weeks? 5 weeks? Obviously, they're coming out slowly, so they were quite fucking hell. 5 food and play. Just a casual 15 life net from this Gilded Goose. But Vince! They're the worst mana talk ever! They're only 1 shot, said the random commenter who definitely knows best. Because I've done a lot of videos on relatively controversial shit recently, I have had to deal with some of the craziest fucking Magic opinions I've ever seen. Literally, people are fucking batshit crazy in this community. They really are. Ghost Quarter number
very
2.
loud thoughts, isn't it?
Another
Not
one.
unless they correct.
Well, not even thought out thoughts. Like, how can you possibly suggest that hybrid was designed to be played by either colour? Where's your proof? And I'm like, I'll link them the article. And they're like, but Kitchen thinks it's affected by green buffs. And I'm like, yeah, and? Like, I literally do not give a fuck. That is literally not a point. Okay, so next turn they're getting 6 life a turn from the geese. Meanwhile, we're doing 8. It's like racing a really plump Batterskull. What the fuck is this? What is this game? What is Magic?
I have no idea. Like as our opening, our first game of the league, this is not a.
But to be fair, it's an interesting match. Like, our opening hand was risky and it didn't get much better. It took a while for us to get into it.
That is true.
Yeah, Pabs, I know. Like, I want conversation a lot of the time. It's just like, I think the hybrid and the otter conversation as well.
Another one.
They that was like a really brought people out of the woodwork for crazy shit. Oh, that is a beautiful draw. Literally the most beautiful draw. We can literally look at literally look at their hand and their draw step.
We could literally and figuratively do things.
The world is our fucking oyster. There's a delta in play there, so we can actually make them pay more mana to get their confluence. Sanctuary even. So we're gonna go ahead and fuck them up. Now, The thing we've got to remember is that they can go fetch a Sanctuary to get a Cryptic. So to stop them from locking us in some way, we probably have to Ghost Quarter their fucking Sanctuary in response to them target with Cryptic, maybe. If they crack 1 more food, we can get them with our Displacer. Oh, we still can. If they crack this Delta, we can double displace our Arbiter to make them have to pay 6. Okay, they go to 3. What are we going to see from our opponent? Crack the Delta, go on. I haven't double displaced a... Oh, no, we can't. There's a goose in play. We can do it, but it makes them crack their food. And then
we do want them to do that.
But then our Ghost Quarters are tapped. And they'll get to Cryptic Bounce. So they're going to correct the delta. You can make them shuffle. Ah, to Air Jordan. That's a fucking great idea. They can opt not to, but they'll just lose the sanctuary, I guess. So in upkeep, I'm going to Ghost Quarter them. Oh, I can also just take the fucking Cryptic with Tidal Scholar in their draw step as well.
So many ways to mess around with this deck.
Okay, so now we're going to go... Because they're ignoring Arbiter currently,
Another one.
but they would still shuffle. Let's go to upkeep. Oh, they're creating a food token.
Okay.
Sure. Upkeep.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressing the heck out of me.
Oh, Abe's got a good point about targeting with Cryptic as well. That actually goes caught in the Mystic Sanctuary is better. Unless they tap down draw. They are tapped out, so we wouldn't make them shuffle here. We can go to upkeep. Ghost Quarter their Sanctuary. So what I'm going to do, here's my plan. Ghost Quarter a Sanctuary. They should choose not to search and draw the Cryptic. I'm then going to, in their draw step, take the Cryptic.
The heck out of me.
And then if they go to cast it and target the Sanctuary, I'll just Ghost Quarter the Sanctuary. Thank you for the subs, my friends. Sorry, I'm very focused on the game. South Lunat and Life's Haskell. Life's a Haskell. Life's a Haskell. Anyway, thank you. 2 months, 2 months streak and 2 months as well from Silent. I appreciate you both and welcome.
Okay, well, we are on a clock here.
We are on a clock, but they've only got a minute on us, and they're thinking long and hard because this is complicated. Life's a Haskell. Okay. This is a complicated and interesting game of Magic. They're in the Discord. Are they? I knew that. Look, when I read stuff on Discord, I have to read it. This is the first time I've ever read the words out loud. Ah, yes, we did talk about effectors earlier. Also, don't forget, I'm literally, I'm saying literally a lot tonight. Literally allergic to names.
Yeah,
Tap all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. They know they can't do it. Interesting. Okay, that taps our things. Tidal Scholar resolves. Let's have a look at what they drew. It was an island. Okay.
Cool.
What blue qualities does Batman have? He's the world's greatest detective. He also, has tech. Have you seen the fucking Batmobile? Come on. Come on. Okay, now Batman's a very complicated character to do this conversation around. As you would know, did we do Batman for Magic the Colouring, Rob?
I think we did, yeah. I think we decided he was banned.
Or was that That was Spider-Man. I don't think we've done Batman.
Mm.
If we haven't, we should do Batman. If you want to do Rob, if you're up for it, we should do Batman.
I'm up for that. Batman is Teamer. Get out.
Teamer? I think green is the thing that Batman is the least. I know he's a martial artist, but in Magic that's often in white. That's like the Jess guy, right? Okay. I don't think Batman's just. Oh, it depends on which Batman you're referring to, right? Like early stage Batman, like year one Batman, where he's angrily beating criminals to a pulp, or even late Batman, like Frank Miller's late. Oh, any Frank Miller Batman for that matter, where he's just an angry arsehole. That's definitely gonna have some red in it. Kaya can exile foods, EEs, astrolabes, and fucking geese, but it can also exile Uros from the graveyard and Cryptics from the graveyard. Seems good.
This seems like a good plan.
Yeah, rest in peace, Gideon. Does this stop it? No. Kambal. I might just cut all 3 Thalias, you know. We're on the draw as well. They get worse. Batman strikes me as very just guy. Like the warrior, martial artist monk element to his character, if you can call it monkhood, it probably isn't, but that definitely feels just guy. I agree. Should you keep? Nah, but Okay. We've got turn 2 displays to turn 3. Okay, let's keep this.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he studied with monks, so that I get it. But I mean, I studied with like university lecturers, but I wouldn't call myself an academic. Do you see where I'm going with that? Like, you don't become your teacher. Like, it might inform your decisions down the line and stuff. So they cracked a bauble. They played an EE for 1. Well, we can, if you're up for it, we can sit down and do a Batman episode. It's like me, you, and one other person. Just me and you if you want.
Yeah.
It's a passion project at this point because no fucker watches those videos. So they put an EE on 1, which is a shame for this, but Kaya can actually exile this later down the line. So I'm going to go Conceal Courtyard. Pass the turn. It feels bad not playing Aether Vol on turn 1 when you just top decked it like an absolute fucking boss.
It does, but I think we need to kind of do the right thing here.
In the words of Spike Lee, just do the right fucking thing. Because Spike Lee was definitely referring to whether or not you played turn 1 Aether Vol when he made that movie. Blood Moon, holy fuck! Well, that's a bullet dodged, maybe. Fucking Christ. Displacer. So the great thing is, hopefully we'll get to flicker with something out, and then Wasteland Strangler process it into their graveyard and kill the Emery with it. That's pod racing.
That is life right there. That is what we need right
so
now.
Lilith is saying anyone who doesn't think Batman has some red in him is crazy. So Batman isn't always fueled by rage. It's become a more and more common thing as we've pushed towards making our media edgier and edgier to adopt all of Frank Miller and similar comic book writers like motifs or conceits or themes or like even just like character arc points, right? Like Batman in like the latest movies and shit, and also like the Teen Titans show that just came out, is presented him and Dick and all the Bat family as being like brutal murderers, which isn't always the case.
Yeah,
so
I mean, like the Adam West Batman is not very red.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the best example of a non-red Batman, right? Like Adam West one. So yeah, just bear that in mind. That obviously there are like Batman is one of the like oldest and most prolific comic book characters in terms of like just sheer amount of canon or non-canonical appearances. So saying he's always red is kind of bollocks. Patters is talking complete shit. Everyone in chat ignore Patters because Patters is just trolling. Okay, do we cast in Kaya here into a potential counterspell, or do we lead Sculler?
I think if we lead Sculler, we can sort of read the situation a little bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, next time they definitely have Cryptic Mana, right?
This time they have Cryptic Mana. They want Astrolabe.
No, Astral doesn't add mana.
Sorry, I thought it did everything.
Do you know what?
Fuck it.
I didn't come in not to cast Kaya's. One time, no Metallic Rebuke. Come on. One time. One time, no rebuke. They're reading her.
They're reading.
I do not blame them. I would have to read it. Oh! Oh! Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to tick up and say goodbye to that Engineered Explosives. Goodbye. Next time we're going to process it into their graveyard and kill the Emery. Do-do-do-do-do! Woohoo! So there we go, chat.
Getting her day in the sun.
So Emery can attack her for 1, but she survives. Next time we can eat a bauble plus an Emery, gain 2 life, get rid of bauble out of the bin. Bruce Wayne's a hedonistic billionaire philanthropist. No, he's not. At what point, in what Batman canon is he actually hedonistic? Like, the whole point is that he puts that fucking persona on. That's a very rare, like, thing to see. And don't quote any Frank Miller books, for fuck's sake. Frank Miller wanted to write a book where it was Batman versus Al Qaeda. That was like his last pitch to DC before they're like, you know what? No. I should say that. I think he's back on the DC roster, I think. I haven't really paid attention for quite a while. Okay. As an Urza, as a construct we can exile with Kaya. We can also displace the construct, which is pretty strong. We can strangle it to kill the Emery. We can displace the construct. We are a mana short on doing a lot of these things, though, unfortunately. We've also got Path. We can actually strangle to kill the Emery.
Mm-hmm.
Down tick and kill the construct, and Path the Urza. That seems pretty good. Right?
Well, can't do all that this turn.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, Temple. Makes 2 mana. Yeah.
Welcome to Fair Magic, everybody. Right, so we exile this now. They could have 2 blue open because of the Urza. So I'm going to Path the Urza first. to see if we have a random rebuke out of these two. Because they can... Oh, they can't. They're one short. They would have to float a man off the... Rebuke's 3, right?
Robot, yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, they're going to blast my Eldrazi Displacer in response.
Or blast Kaya in response.
Oh, okay. Kaya has done quite a bit of damage. I'll take that. We'll just path Urza. They can have a land out of it, and then we're just going to kill Embry as well, because, you know...
Why the hell not?
This game's going well. The thing is, last game didn't feel like it was going well, and we won. So now this is feeling like we're going to go well. I feel like we're about to get Supreme Verdicted. Choose a target creature. We're going to kill Emery, and we're going to process the Urza. Because the EE can be replayed, the Urza cannot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Kaya was pretty good there. They didn't ass blast the Kaya, they galv blasted the Kaya. Come on. Which identity is using your untold riches in the pursuit of beating up mentally ill people? Well, he doesn't always beat up mentally ill people, right? Sometimes he beats up just the common criminal. Unless you consider that. Oh, that was a shame. If they were 1 mana short, we could have whisked the engineered explosives. We drew a Thought-Knots. Yeah, that's pretty strong here. Cryptic, Urza, and Spellbomb. None of these things are things I wanted to see here.
No.
I guess we get rid of Cryptic.
Cryptic, yeah, because we've got a handful of spells.
Well, the next turn they go Urza into Spellbomb, and I just feel fucking miserable. But Wisp can get rid of the Golem. Like, I mean, that argument that Batman is spending all his money to beat people up is the same argument for, like, Superman's doing the same thing, but it's not money. He was just born the chattiest of chads. Like, yeah, like, I don't buy that. I get that it's the New Age deconstructive way to look at it, but I don't know if it's really where it's at. They have to draw 2 cards with the Spellbomb, unfortunately. So now we can go... I really should have deployed a Vial earlier.
Another one.
Maybe we do need 23 lands simply so we can cast, like, 2 spells. Maybe that's what we need.
Yeah, maybe, but that's what Ethos for, right?
Slade from the Teen Titans is Deathstroke, the exiled 1536, who's also the character that Deadpool is meant to be riffing on. For those who don't know, Deathstroke is the serious, edgy one. I think he's Rob Liefeld created him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He seems edgy enough. Like, Rob Liefeld was edgy art, though, right? There's no... It's not like... He's not like... He's not the Frank... He's the Frank Miller of artists.
Yes.
But can't draw hands.
Frank Miller also can't draw hands.
Adam West Batman is mono-white, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, he always does a good thing. He's, like, socially responsible.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Exactly.
No plays from them. Attack with Urza. Play a second Urza. Cool. Make themselves a 2/2 in addition to that. Crack a Scalding Tarn. I should just have 6 at this point. I literally have no answers. Sanctuary to get Galv Blast back. Oh, for fuck's sake! And they've got a Blood Moon. Okay, this is game over. Well, I say that we've actually got 2 Aether Vials, so perhaps our hand is actually very well situated to deal with this. Now, Galv Blast will kill our Flicker Wisp.
Yes.
But we could just top deck a 1-drop and a plane. Oh, if we top deck a Plains, would be nice, I guess, to play a blocker. So now they draw Galv Blast. They have 4 islands and 3 mountains. But actually, they have access to green and black and white because of Astrolabe.
Another one.
They activate Urza. Urza finds a Galv Blast. Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice. Attack for 3, sure.
It's okay, we're not doing anything for a little while, so...
I guess we need to... If we even get a Giver here, we can't really deploy her until we get rid of the Galv Blast. Kaya will be so good.
Another one.
Here we see the problem with coyotes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that we can't deploy them off vials. I mean, Batman. The argument could be made that Batman is 4-color. I think it's very lazy just to randomly give like characters every color because I think you're looking at them across a wider spectrum. What you probably need to do is look at characters in a window. Hence why you get characters in Magic that change in color, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to go to game 3, I think. We'll see what we draw. They've got a blast in hand. They can still cast it. We take 3 here. We can deploy 2 spells. But they can replay Astrolabe off next turn as well. Growing the construct, drawing a card. Ooh.
Aha.
Okay.
Progress. And if we get to 3 and we can check out the Love Moon, and then we can get off and going
Yep.
again.
Draw step. Activate vial. They drew a Mystic Sanctuary. It must be nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't do anything with it.
It doesn't have an ETB anymore. It's just a fucking mountain. They might hold it in hand for that reason.
Probably.
Replay the Astrolabe, sure. Play a Bauble, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Urza.
Sure.
God, I need to draw a path so badly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to draw a double path. Fuck. Okay, I'm taking another draw step. It's not like a Wisp or a Displacer or somehow both. Or a path. We have to scoop it up and go to game 3. Keep 1 vial on 2. Keep 1. Tick 1 up to 3. They can activate Urza again.
Ugh.
Cryptic Command.
Oh dear.
Bounce a vial. Draw a card.
That feels like the right thing to do.
Okay, that was rough.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need to avoid Blood Moon.
We do. This is the problem with the deck. Like, you just can't really do much to play around Blood Moon.
We've got Disenchant.
Why didn't I bring Stonies in? But that's the problem, right? They're an artifact deck, yeah? But if we bring Stony in, then we could turn our own vials off.
So, cut the vials. Oh, they're better on the play though.
They're also better against Blood Moon, because we can cast spell, we can make things.
True.
Yeah, the spirit, the Thestral Spirit was asking about the Blood Moons.
Rip is good. Turns off Emery. Turns off all that shit they were doing with the.
What does?
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Guess we can bring a second Rest in Peace in, a Disenchant in, maybe. Let's bring a Stony in. We'll cut Path and a Sculler, maybe.
Mm.
Well, Sculler's really bad against Blood Moon because mana.
True.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Ugh.
Ooh, it's not bad though.
E on 1 is pretty fucking bad.
Mm.
I think we've got to risk it.
Put it back. Thoughtlessly, I guess.
Yeah. Megachu, if you say about Rip not being good, they'll just get rid of it. Like, what are they? What card have we seen so far that they're gonna get rid of it with? Like, bounce the Rip? That doesn't really undo the harm that Rip can do. Please not EE for 1. Oh, I'm not gonna say we're unlucky, but that's criminally unlucky. Like 3 games in a row.
Yep.
At least you miss a land drop and they'll just pop it, and then we can play the other one.
Hmm.
EE the Rip? No, that's not. That's not. I mean, a good portion of my deck is already 2 drops. Land.
Okay, land. Good.
Let's put on. I'm gonna top both of them. Next time we can deploy a body or a vial. Astral Aid from our opponent. Misty. Oh, I'm pressing. Oh god, Mo's in that thing. I'm pressing F6. It's not doing it. Come on, Modo, please.
Okay, goose.
We're gonna go. We have to play the long game with the vial.
Yeah.
Megatrip, are you saying that Rip is bad against Stop the Sword combo as well? Because I feel like that's just not true. Like, I'm not saying like Rip isn't an insta win. I mean, is that what you're trying to say? Because if that's the case, I agree with you. But saying it's not good against the graveyard-based combo decks or decks trying to hear you out. I'll hear you out when the clock's not running down. Let's try for one of these. We can afford one to get Cryptic. Cryptic bounce a vial will be pretty rough. You were saying it's not Silver Bullet. Okay, that's not the conversation we're having though, is it? Like, no one is saying... Oh, no, it is a Silver Bullet. If you can shoot for it. Like, Silver Bullets don't necessarily win you the game, right? I've never thought of that terminology to mean that, but maybe I'm wrong. I get, like, the origin of the term is that it's meant to be deadly. Milk is white, says, unless you pay 2 life. That's a good contribution to this conversation, unless. I appreciate it.
Another one.
Urza? We're in a situation where we die quite badly. Okay, they're putting Cryptic on top of their library. This is fucking hideous.
Yep.
They crack their bauble, so they're drawing Cryptic and Art. At least we've got a vial, to be fair, so it's actually not so bad. Bouncing our vial would be awful.
Yeah.
Come on, opponent. EE for 2. Because that deals with our threat. They have Cryptic in hand. They have 3 mana open. We drew a Tidehollow Scholar. That's pretty strong if the EE wasn't on 2. I guess we can process it. No, we can't, because I'll just block the Tidehollow Scholar in response to us casting the Strangler. Okay.
Another one.
Space, I guess.
Yep. They got Rebuke, haven't they? And it doesn't matter, because we can Tidehollow here, but they still have 2 mana. So they can still crack the... Oh, they didn't. Oh, they can anyway. It doesn't matter, the game's over. We got absolutely fucking ruined. Not even close. Tiltingly bad. I need to go up to update my... Update? I'll top up my water. I'll be like 30 seconds, Rob.
Okie dokie. Vince has gone to update his water. Okay. Well, that didn't go too well, but I'm sure everything will be better next. We can get another 4-1, and it'll be great, and it'll be awesome. So have people been watching spoilers and stuff? Anything exciting coming down the pan? Anything anybody wants to see or play with? I quite like the hawk that in white that finds planes, because I play a lot of white in Commander because I'm a sucker for punishment. That's quite good. Godzilla, yes. What's your favourite card from Catan that's not Kodama's Reach? Kodama's Reach is so, like, yeah, down the pile. Kikichiki Moorbreaker is my favourite Kamigawa card. The new free counter spell in Commander can fuck right off. That's a fair assessment of that card, I think. We need you to give a Batman's colour identity. We'll do a video about it, and then that'll be the official version. So, you guys can just do the proving ground now. I'm not going to pass judgment today. What colour am I in terms of Magic? Where would I be on the colour pie? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a really good question. Vince,
Yes.
Magic the Colouring, where do you sit in the colour pie?
Oh, fuck knows. Where do people think YouTubers or content creators or like talentless hacks sit in the colour pie? I'm interested to see what chat think about this. I mean, I think I definitely lean towards white and green in terms of like play style. I think like Bant is probably my shard,
Know
but I
what
don't know
you're
if
doing
that's
right
my
now?
like actual.
Impressing the heck out of me.
Woot. 6 months, 6 gallons of milk for your
Thank
boy.
you, Brutality. I appreciate it, my friend, and welcome. We're mulliganing again. I think this might be a drop and put a fucking 23rd land in for like.
There you
Okay,
go.
let's give this a shot. We're going to bottom a courtyard and a swamp, and we'll lead with temple. Mardu? Why the fuck would I be Mardu? No offense, Stone Age dude, man, but that doesn't. I don't see. You don't write that. I look and go, you know what? They're right. Pick his abs out. Why is everyone putting black in my colour identity? Isn't black probably my least played colour in all my videos for a start? It's gonna be fucking elves or some shit. Oh, it's gonna be scape shift. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, we can deal with that.
We've drawn an unplayable magic card in our current hand.
My favourite kind.
Shouldn't have kept that swamp. Just in case of the blood moon, but it's just a dumb idea.
Hmm.
Is black self-deprecating? Although, can you think of any examples of self-deprecation in Magic? In what? In black? Welcome back, Sushi. Welcome back. Third turn Thought Not Seer.
Bad.
Yeah, the white land for this is very weird, chat. Cool. So they're gonna get a third land. They're gonna play Garenbug next turn. They can't activate for prime time, so we're gonna take the Omen, and then we're gonna take the prime time next turn.
Thingy.
Hey?
Tomorrow, the suspend card.
Oh fuck!
5 mana.
Yeah. Okay. They can. Oh. Why do I stream? I cannot keep track of things when I'm talking to chat. They just literally make a fucking Titan now and we die. We've lost the game. Someone put the punt up. Fuck my life. I completely forgot my search for tomorrow. I literally lost. Oh. If I want to win games, this is the thing. So, do I talk to chat and just lose a lot? Is that... Or do I ignore chat and try to win? Like, these are literally the only fucking options I've got. We've drawn a Kaya, which is actually dog shit in this particular matchup, which is fucking great. We can go score the Field of Dead. Oh, it doesn't matter. We've lost. Hey, don't blame this on us. No, I will, World Slayer guy. I know you're joking, but it is your fault. Like, if I wasn't talking about what fucking colours I was, I could actually pay attention to the fucking game. This is my problem. This is what I've been thinking about a lot recently. Like, people joke about how much I fucking lose on stream. And it's like, well, I could just sit here quietly. I watch other streamers, you don't say a fucking word. Like, this is boring as shit. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Oh.
People want to be entertained. That's the thing. You just
Yeah.
need to...
Well, they should stop fucking complaining about losses then. Right!
Fair enough.
So they got Prismatic Omen, and they're going to have Dryad of Elysian Groves, right? So we're going to bring in
Yes.
Disenchant.
Disenchant seems good. What else is good?
Probably it. And they got a Kambal to like...
I was kind of thinking Kambao because they do a lot of like just dipping around and fucking about, don't they, in the beginning turns?
They do fuck about a lot. This can't kill. Wasteland Strider cannot kill.
Kaya is literally dog
Elysian
shit this
thing.
matchup.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out like what we want more. Plague Agent is probably better than a Kaya. Gideon is probably
I think
fine.
Gideon's better than Plague Engineer.
Well, I just don't think Strangler's any good.
Well, Strangler kills
A singular
Azusa.
zombie?
zombie.
I guess it plus other things kill Dryad?
Hmm.
Push and Zeal are excellent. I don't agree with that. How is this excellent? I don't even think they're playing Azusa, Danny Not Down. That's the problem. Like, it's Dryad of Elysian Grove like times 4. Maybe they have Azusa. Maybe we need paths for the Titans. Strangler does work with Suspend. That's a good shout. But then we have to press our own creatures if they haven't got anything in play, so that's a bad shout. I think that's it, honestly.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
We probably could have absolutely stomped the shit out of them last game if I just played it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Also, the Mulligan to 5 probably didn't help with that. Okay, double Arbiter against the Scapeshift deck. Let's go. Alright, let's fucking win some games of Magic with an audience.
We got this.
They are bant Scapeshift, it seems. Like, taking cues from Historic and Standard, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Arbiter into second Arbiter or Kambao into Thoughtless it seems like a strong start, honestly. They don't play Scapeshift. How do we know this? Because I don't think Bant Titan is a thing. Big Monkey, how? You're saying this very explicitly. I don't understand, because no one else seems to... They are Bant Euro Titan. Do you have a link to this? Bant Euro Titan. That would... Well, would that make sense? Why are they Bant? What's the white for?
Sideboard tech.
Modern metagame breakdown. Amulet Titan is blue-green. Titan Shift is red-green.
Know
So
what you're
it's
doing
fairy.
right now? Impressed.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, right?
Yep.
But I'm just like... Okay, so it seems to be... Is that it? No, that's a deck with like 21 Planeswalkers. Fucking hell. Temur Snow Euro? No, that's not it. Okay. So, thoughts on... No, that's not helpful right now. Probably Teferi.
Another one.
Celestial Purging Path. It's a Field of the Dead deck. Well, yeah, we know it's a Field of the Dead deck. Big Monkey can't... You need to whisper the link to me, my friend. I can't actually... I can't have your link in the chat, I'm afraid. Thank you, Life Salmon 1. So is this something that someone is championing? They had white to play bad cards. That's pretty funny. Okay, do we want to play another Arbiter? Probably not. I think that's better. I will check out your link in a bit, Big Monkey. We're gonna wait and see what they have. Dryad next turn. Dryad lets them land drop. They got double Tireless Tracker. They got an Obstinate Baloth. I don't think you give a shit about. Trackers are frustrating, but Dryad makes Valakut better and gives them double land drops.
I think we take the Dryad.
Yeah. Just seeing how our hand does not line up well with their selection of green mid-range shit.
Yeah, just thinking that.
Alright, Top Hat, I appreciate it. Catch you in a bit, my friend. Big Monkey, you can just whisper me. I'm in the chat. So who is playing this? How is this a known thing? We're saying this like this is a very known thing. Is someone championing this fucking ridiculous hodgepodge of shit? So next time they play a tracker and play a 4th land. Attack with both. I'll happily trade this Arbiter here and just play another one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes our game plan further on the lines they draw into Titan worse, but it makes it better in terms of the fact that I've got 2 trackers to deal with.
Yeah, and if they're not going to draw anything more interesting anytime soon, we might as well.
Dryad Primetime Cycle. Thank you for this, Big Monkey. Farseek Arrow Promise 4 Search for Wargate. So that's what the white's for.
Wargate. Oh, isn't that the tutor thing?
Yeah, the X spell that I play a lot of in Commander.
Yeah, that's why I know it from me playing Rafik.
Used to, anyway, at least. Wish I'd stop drawing all these fucking lands. I guess that's better than any other land, right?
Yeah. Ooh, nice. 10 bow rather than path. Oh wait, yeah,
We can
passed.
attack, and they're tapped out too. Like, okay, that was a pretty good
Best
draw.
removal spell ever.
Thank you, Big Monkey. But Big Monkey, where are you getting this from? That's the question I had. Like, is this a known thing that someone else is playing? The fuck is this?
I think Ross Miriam's name was mentioned. I don't know if that was related.
Right.
Somewhere back in the chat.
Now I need to kill this Baloth and get through. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. Disenchant a Clue. Doesn't seem terrible.
I mean, compared to killing a Dryad, it seems pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Take them out.
They're going to draw a card, Rob.
Is that as important as having all the lands do all the things forever and ever?
If the Titans are fucking... If it's a prime time, yeah, I guess. Okay, I don't think I swing. I might have to start swinging with the Thoughtless here, but... Guy that won a modern event. Oh, it's won a modern event yesterday. Oh, I see. Okay.
On the new hotness.
Another one.
I am mad about mid-range being viable if I'm playing D&T because it's never that good. Okay, cool. They take 2. Take that. And they paid for my Arbiter. Sure. Cool. Good. I'm glad you did. The first zombie has arrived, now the second zombie arrives, and we need to draw a fucking wisp so we can finish them in the air.
Come on, loads of hits. Be good.
That's why I miss Resto Angel a lot as well.
Hmm.
Take another 2 to Farseek for another Zombo.
Okay.
I guess Seal would be pretty good here. Like, I wasn't expecting them to be on the ballot fucking... I should have expected Tracker out of the board, to be fair. Oh, hello.
Yummy.
So how do we make this kill them? This gives them 4 life back if we flicker it to make it not block.
Let's not do that. It seems
Yeah.
counterintuitive. But we can eat all the zombies there.
We can eat 1 zombie at a time. They're going to make at least 1 zombie a turn, aren't they?
Bit zombie parity then. Good. Tapping the correct lands. Good.
We can also look at their hand and draw step. Maybe that's worth it.
Yeah.
Because Titan probably wins them the game here.
Yes. Because it will just run us over.
Yeah, I think stopping them having Titans important this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this gives them a card, doesn't it? We want to go first on, last off. So we want to go first on, last off. So we want to give them the draw first. First on, last off. First on, last off.
So
Give them
draw
a card. They have 3 cards in hand.
Done.
Look at their hand. Oh, number wang.
Nicely done.
They can ghost quarter themselves here to get like more zombies. They can also ghost quarter our temple. The clue. I should have killed that clue earlier. If they cast a Primal Titan now, actually doesn't matter. They can't cast it and search for the Arbiter, so will be inverted commas okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna claim that I should have. I mean, you were completely right. Holding the disenchant for the Dryad was way better, but hindsight after you fucking blood after they draw it is brutal.
Yes, it makes for the better conversation piece.
Ghost Quarter. They can Ghost Quarter our temple here to turn off our flickering ability, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Means we're less likely to draw a land now, though. We also do have 1 activation of Displacer now.
That is true. That is also true.
Oh no, I've got an Arbiter in play. Of course I have. Derp. So we're not less likely to draw a land now.
Oh,
That means I will definitely draw a land now. Are you ready?
bated breath.
Oh, but it's a good land though. It's a
It is a good land.
Displacer land. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I just swing into that fucking Baloth? Now double block with zombies now. Then we can displace zombies.
I mean, do we want to get? Can we afford to give them any more time to?
That's the problem. But like they've got this huge amount of inevitability, right?
Yeah.
Prismatic Omen or a fucking Dryad is awful for us.
Yeah.
Right? Back on that whole fucking rodeo again. I'll use 1 here to look at their hand. And then we'll use 1 to get rid of a zombie. That is our plan. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. First on, last off. Don't just be 2 Titans now, please. A Farseek and a Prismatic Omen. Sure, get rid of the Omen. We dodged ourselves getting fucked. Kill their field. I'm going to, but I need to avoid them killing us as well, my friends. I guess I'd have to disenchant for the Prismatic Omen, so maybe I don't have to worry about it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So they gain 4 and go to what, 11, and then we'll be able to attack with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Exactly 11 if we can get rid of all the zombies. It's a magic card, I guess.
That is a card.
I think I just want to displace them twice.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that's what we just need to work their board.
Oh, I'm not gonna get. I'm just gonna avoid the draw step now and get killed. Ready? 1 time no Titan for the love of God. It's a Titan, isn't it? 4 mana Baloth. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
We dodged a bullet.
Okay, but they are back on 11, so our work's not done yet.
Nope, it's not. So let's just exile this bad boy. Fucking, this is an uphill battle, isn't it? I just need a fucking Wisp. Come on, Wispy. A Kaya would be okay as well, because we can start
We
upticking.
took Kaya out.
Oh, we did as well, didn't we? Fuck.
Yeah, because Kaya is dog shit in this matchup.
Well, it's pretty good here at a board stall, but then I mean the board stalls don't last for that long. Incoming 4/4. I can take 4. I'm on 24. What am I on 24 from? I don't even know. Oh, Kambao. The legacy staple. The vintage staple, shall I say. Okay, that's good.
Right,
That's very good.
that's something.
So do we path this and swing with everything now? No, path this, displace 2 of these, swing?
Yeah.
Pathing gives them another zombie, Rob. This is so shit. If they pay, which they will. Should have had that for the Primeval Titan, really. But we're like on a... So they're going to pay. And then we can get them with the displacer, but that seems bad. Can you kill field? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Of course we can kill field. Man, I'm a fucking moron. I should have ghost squatted first, then palved, then displaced one. Okay, that was fucking so dumb, it hurts. I've literally zeroed in on this being a displacer thing. Okay. Should have killed field. Should have killed field last turn.
Okay, say it again. Last time, first off.
No, I got tunnel vision, chat. Got real bad tunnel vision, talking it through out loud. Which isn't just talking out loud, it just happens anyway. Dried of Elysian Groves. Get rid of that. Okay. Oh, I just meant to ghost quarter in their upkeep and I pressed it anyway. We're going to go to combat, are we? Sweet. Okay, so they're not going to play a land here. That's in their hand. We're going to ghost quarter them now. They can get one Zombo more. And then we just need to make sure they don't fucking Valak us to death.
Yeah.
Should have played 8th of our last turn if I'd stopped kicking myself. Actually thought about what my mana costs were going to be. I guess actually, no, because we could have still activated the displacer again if we saw a second threat. If that makes sense. So they drew two good cards. Attack with Baloth. No attack with Baloth, sure. A Temple Begas. Any other cards? Oh, hello!
There he is.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah, you piece of shit. Play this. Play this. And then just fucking please fade a Titan or a Dryad, I guess, for a turn.
Yeah.
So they should have one less zombie if I hadn't fucked this up. If we die, it is completely my fault for fucking things up. I shouldn't have played Vile, should I? Because I'd have... Okay, so they take 2 here. They got a Farseek so they can Valak us once. Do they have a land in hand as well?
I don't know.
They can kill our displacer, sure. They can now Farseek to kill the Wisp. And we're in a real bad spot. Shouldn't play that fucking Vile. There's no need.
Another one.
Yeah. Okay, that's terrible for us. But we can draw another Wisp. We can draw another Wisp. We're not out of it yet.
We can. Plenty more wisps in the sea.
I should never have played the Vile. I should have kept the Disenchantment for the first Valakut trigger to kill the Omen. Oh, make us to the moon is what I should be playing today. Thank you for the raid, my friend.
Oh. Hello, everybody.
Welcome. We're playing some Modern. I'm beating myself up over every fucking misplay possible because I'm misplaying to the point that we're losing games. But welcome. So we want to draw Displacer, Wisp. What else is good? What else is good? Giver of Runes would be good because it will get our thoughts here through. Well, it won't yet actually because we need to. Okay, there it is. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna go. Doesn't really matter where we tap. Kill Valakut, please. I would love to. Let's do a draw step fucking displace again. Come on, what do you got? First on, last off. They're on 6. What are we going to find in their hand? 3 cards. A Primeval Titan, a Secure Tribe Elder. We're going to get rid of Primeval Titan.
Nice one. Faded it again.
Fucking hell. Tribal Elder does get a mountain, but it's not. Doesn't matter because the mountain doesn't do anything here because we haven't got Prismatic Omen.
Yep.
Now we just draw Wisp, and we're off to the races because we'll be able to Violet in. We'll have multiple activations. tick up. Not terrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, grab a secure, not secure drive elder or something.
What, no, it's a land in hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
1, 2.
we play it and then we can use it as a instead of Thought Seer.
Yes.
So.
Well,
Play
no,
it,
we
take
can also just flicker out 2 of these things, right?
that too. Yeah, it's
So-
probably better, I guess.
Yeah, to try and actually win the game. I'm trying to figure out. We need to do it as well and then get on to game 3. I'm very cognizant of not burning my clock too much in this match, but we lose if we don't win this match anyway.
Mhm.
You could deck the opponent. Yeah, I have decked someone with the Thought Seer before. Like, I think it was WMCQ. I was like triple activating a Thought Seer in their draw step to like just like mill them out. I'm gonna check their hand and get rid of a Zombo. One more land and we can activate 3 times, because... Dried of Lycian Groves again. Jesus. Player Steve, sure.
Flicker.
One of our other 3 flyers. This is the problem with this version of the deck, honestly, as well, is that we don't have enough flyers. Because normally you're winning like Restos and Flicker Wisps, right? We don't have those in this deck. Okay, we have a lot of mana now.
Lot of shenanigans.
So we can tap a load of shit down. Draw step. Flicker this bad boy. Oh no, we're still 1 short. Oh, cancel. Did you know that the drawing a card thing is target opponent? So in I didn't know this in Commander, because I never played this card in Commander. You can just like let someone else draw the card instead.
Ah, that's nice.
It's dumb,
All
right?
lands.
I played Blaze Master in red white, I didn't play it in white black. We are playing the white black Horizon land. We are indeed. Okay, we're turning the corner, I believe, because we've got like activations.
Just need to do it the right way.
Because they're dead to an attack if we can next turn, I believe. I don't want to stop to do math. I'm worried about clock, even though we've got 11 minutes.
Okay, so they're on 6. They've got no gooses, no foods.
So we're going to end of their turn, get rid of 2 Zombos, untap, tap both the Secure Tribe Elders, swing. They can block the biggest and take 6 and die.
There you go. Math done.
So I'm going to flicker Thoughts here in their turn, in their upkeep. To make sure... No, their draw step, sorry. Don't fuck it up, Vince. Their hand is search for tomorrow's Secure Tribe Elder, so we'll take the Secure Tribe Elder as a blocker.
Yep, 100%.
And then we get to kill them.
Another one.
Yeah, and if they play, they'll probably just play Search for Tomorrow. They will suspend it.
They're dead. Okay, cool.
Right. Okay. So just tap the lands correctly, and we'll be all right.
If Boris Johnson is in the ICU chat, I'm just gonna say let's not have jokes about him like dying to removal and shit. This is a human being. As much as I think he is a dickhead, it doesn't mean that I want him dead. So let's not do that. Just gonna throw that out there now.
Okay, and then
So get rid of
Tap
blocker
Steve.
number 1. Get rid of blocker number 2. and attack. Okay, cool. Fucking hell. Punted the first game so hard as well. Are we likely to get into pause like that again? And do we want Zealous?
Mm.
There's
I'm not
also
sure
the
if
problem
Zealous
of
is
there's
really
trackers
unbelievable.
and bail-offs, so I'm wondering if we want pushes.
Pushes might be the better option.
Look, you saying good game 'cause it's a fun game? You're saying because you're my opponent? Because you're my opponent. Don't look at my stream. Jeez. Please don't do that. Do we want pushes for this fucking... I think we want to just disrupt their game plan and hit them. That's our plan, right? So I don't think having this... Like, this is good when we're in a stall, but we want to get to the stall, so I don't know if cutting...
Yeah, that's
I think because of the tracker,
really
I think we want those bring our stranglers back in. Because we have targets to, like, get rid of the suspended search for tomorrow as well. So I think these are actually better than they were pre-board. So we're definitely bringing those back in. I don't think we want pushes. Maybe we want pushes more than paths, but again, we might want to get them to play a Titan when they're on 6 mana to, like, untap with it next turn and then path it.
Yeah.
Zealous goes over the top. It does go over the top, but it doesn't... Unless we're, like, literally close to killing them, it doesn't get us there. It would have got us there then. I don't know if that's a... It's Bant Valakut, Shadow Grook. Our Big Monkey was calling it... importantly, it hasn't got escape shift in it,
Another
or at
one.
least we believe. Givers. Givers push through damage, though, but then again, they have black creatures and green creatures. Let's trim. Oh, let's trim Givers. They have removal either. All these
Another
cards
one.
are gas. Maybe Charming Prince is bad.
I don't know, Charming Prince. We need Charming Prince. We've been sucking on lands. Like, Charming Prince helps so many draws.
Another one.
Maybe we trim Gideon then, because he would have been pretty bad. If not Zeal, why Plague Engineer? Because the Plague Engineer is a permanent decrease, right? But Zeal is 1 turn. Oh, Wedges hosted us as well. Hello, Wedges viewers. Welcome to me mulliganing to Oblivion. Because other people play this deck with 22 lands, and apparently that's fine. Oh no! After how we put that last... Oh my fucking god. Okay, we got Arbiter. And we got Path. So we're going to keep Arbiter, Path, Wasteland, Strangler, Vile, and Land. So we need to put back Displacer. We need to put back Disenchant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Multi 5. We got this.
Jesus.
Don't forget I multi-5 in game 1, and then I punted the game away. Even though we drew like gods. Okay. So we want to draw, I think, Ghost Quarter. That's not a Ghost Quarter, but it is a land. So
That is
I
a land.
will
So
take it.
I'm extremely happy to see that.
Like, turn 2 Arbiter is very good, especially if they don't have any removal. Secure Tribelder. God, I hope they F6 to our turn. Go on. Go on, don't worry about it. Just F6.
Yeah, don't worry. We got nothing happening. Nothing going on here. Ooh, that's good too.
I'm just going to slam the Arbiter. Are they F6'd? Are they F6'd? No, god damn it. There's a push for Fantastic Sir to make dogs better. Or the hounds in Ikoria, for example. I just wish hounds and wolves were the same thing. 4 mana. What the fuck's this gonna be? Just a Baloth. Okay, I can live with that. The question is whether or not we keep the path for a Titan or not. That is the question. I guess we can look at their hand first. We could also shrink the Baloth instance by processing something the following turn, perhaps. Let's have a look. Let's look at their hand. Let's say okay. Ha! It's just 4 lands.
Oh, beautiful.
Interesting. In which case, I guess we just path it now?
Another one.
Yeah. I mean, a 5th land isn't really gonna.
They aren't getting a 5th land because the Arbiter.
Oh, of course.
Okay, let's go ahead and path the Baloth
Another one.
and get in for 2.
This D&T doing D&T things.
Yes, well, they're on 20, So we're slowly welling them down.
Just like D&T do.
So next turn we have Vial on 3 for both Strangler and Wisp. So we can kill a tracker. Although they can go land... Oh, we can still kill a tracker in this window.
Yes.
No tracker. They play the temple that we knew about? No, they drew the temple. So they still have 4 lands in hand. Bom, 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 bom. They played the wrong land! They played the wrong land! Okay, we're going to untap. We're going to trigger Vial. The great thing about Vial is that we can take them off a 6th land for turn 6 in case they've drawn the Titan. We also drew a Ghost Quarter, which is really good. So we're just going to slap them. Now we can... What's the clock? If we deploy Strangler here for no value, we have 7 on the field. There's 16. We also make a Wisp in their end step if we want to.
So that's
10. That's 2-turn clock. If we don't deploy Strangler, it's not 2-turn clock. If we make Wisp in their end step, it's 7. It's not 2-turn clock. So I think we just play Strangler.
Yep, makes sense.
And then they can't play Titan into our Arbiter here because they won't have the
Know what you're doing right now?
ability to search.
The heck out of me.
Yes.
So we're safe from Titan. The other thing is just taking them off a land here. That's also an option. I've got to choose something, but I'm going to say okay and say no.
Well, I think we should. I mean, belt and braces, right?
I mean, what if they just draw a Baloth, though? Because then we can take Baloth out of their end step and slap them.
True.
Also, we can Wisp the Strangler. No, I'm going to let them have 6 mana here. Like, there's nothing, I think... I guess they go Prismatic Omen land? And then we can save something with Wisp. So actually holding Wisp is better.
Holding Wisp is always better.
Vesuva copying Valakut, I assume. Or copying our Ghost Quarter to block our Ghost Quarter. That might be the thing. Copying Silent Clearing. Just get land types to be able to draw.
Digging.
They're digging next turn.
Yep.
So this is 7. So it doesn't increase the clock to play the Wisp. So we're going to keep Wisping the Pokeball. Because we're going to play it the follow. We're going to definitely play it next turn because that will then kill them.
Yeah.
We're going to take up Vial. No. We're going to draw Plains. We're going to play a Plains.
Cool.
Guess we're going to attack them.
Yep. Feels good.
And then we can definitely fuck them this turn. Because so what we're going to do, we're going to attack them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play a field of dead 7. So they get a 7th thing. So in their draw step, I think I'm going to Ghost Quarter them. End of turn, take away the Silent Clearing as well. I might crack our clearing just to see what we draw.
I mean, we got 1 extra land, so let's see what.
Draw a Wisp. Wow.
Lovely.
Okay, let's just go ahead and make a Wisp. I guess right. Do we take the Valakut or Silent Clearing? I think we've got them here, but I'm not sure. I think we take.
Take Valak. That's the
We're going to
most
blow up the
likely.
Valakut in their draw step.
Okay.
And they have to pay 2 mana to search through our Arbiter if they want to. We're doing it in draw step in case they've drawn all their basics, which I don't think is the case, because they've got loads. We Ghost Quarter their Valakut at the Molten Pinnacle now. They're going to pay the 2, which means they're just not going to develop their board this turn. They might draw a 3-drop, but then we've got a Wisp in our Pokeball. We just Wisp out the 3-drop block and we kill them.
Yeah.
So they've got 3 mana here.
I think we got this.
Like, Field of Dead, and then end of turn land comes back, they get a Zombo, we flick out the Zombo and they die, unless they've randomly got Path. I think we can still kill them through Path.
Unlikely.
If they had Path, they would have pathed one of our threats before now. No, they would have drawn it this turn, because we knew it about everything else. They just played Field of the Dead, they've played Vesuva, we know they've got Heath and another Valakut in hand. Zombie comes into play, we untap. We do not take up the Vial. Say no. Draw another Wisp. That's the reason we should have cracked our clearing, actually, in case we needed a 3-drop. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so Wisp makes this lethal.
Yep.
Take out the Wisp.
Are we there? Yes!
Thank
We
fuck.
got
I'm going to
there.
dab. I'm going to dab. We
Do it.
fucking
do
hell.
it. Man, that was an uphill struggle.
Fucking considering we lost the first game, so I just wasn't fucking head in the game because we
wasn't counting.
because we mulliganed to 5, and if we took that Titan with our TKS and followed up with another TKS, they would have been fucked. Like we had a really good 5 and we threw it so bad. Okay, I'm going to pee and refill water, and then we can swap over and shit while you do the same, I guess. I will be back in,
Yes,
like,
please.
Another one.
maybe 60 seconds to 2 minutes or whatever. I'm just going to see what my wife is up to as well. I'm back in
That's
just
absolutely
2
fine.
seconds, Rob. Be right back.
Okie dokie. Okay, that was great and very exciting. We won a game. 4-1. We're on the road. We're going to get there. Toot the fucking horn. Pee and refill water. Save steps. Pee in water. Exactly. That's the true answer for the committed streamer. What's your favorite card? Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. That's my favorite card. And yeah, ask me anything as we do. This is what we do here when Vince is off out and about. Are we 2 matches in? Yes, we are. How's lockdown in England? It's okay, although people are getting stressed out about people going out to the beach when they really shouldn't. Rob, what's your favourite card and why is it Mimeoplasm? I love the Mimeoplasm, but it's not my favourite card. How are you finding isolation? Just my grandparents. I'm such a good bit. Cool. Good. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm finding it fine. I used to work. I used to work from home anyway because I used to be a freelancer, so this is all quite normal for me. What's your favourite modern deck? Norrin Sisters. What colour is Bovril and what colour is Bruce? Bovril is black and Bruce is brown. I was working from home. Working from home is fine. What is the card you think most needs a reprint? I'm obligated to say fetch lands. Are you sexually active? Yes. Rob, what's your favourite format? Which deck is in said format? I really like Commander, and right now I really like my Shirei Shiza's Caretaker deck. Did you know you can draw your hate vest 7% faster if you pick Water Walking? I assume that's some kind of League of Legends gag. Yes, it is, because it's from Zoda. Haha, yes, I get that. Did you get a chance to see the Jessica EDH disc deck? No, Jessica EDH set. No. Which new commanders looks coolest to you? I like Old Man and his dog. They're adorable. I like the girl and her cat, because that cat thing is terrifying, and I really want to build around it. It looks really cool. And I like the snake thing, the Tima snakey thing. That's just like all kinds of busted. Kiki is your favorite card, but is it your favorite commander? Oh, excellent question. And no is the answer to that question. What are the 3 numbers on the back of his credit card? I don't know. How bad is Delver in Modern? I don't know. I play Morrison's. Good. If you are color shifted Chris, what color are you and what color is he? Chris is Welsh and comes from the Highlands and the lovely hills and valleys of Wales. So I'm going to assume he's green, possibly green red. So I guess I'm what, blue white? I don't know. I meant the color. We're on a color pied of Bruce and Bovril sit. Oh, they're good dogs, so they're white. Chat. The real question is, what color is Batman? We're not going there. Do you think Utah is fair? Yes. How do you think Companion will be executed in paper? I mean, judges, like they check text all the time. I'm sure it's fine. Have you seen the Steve of Norham where he's running away? Yes, I really that Steve Megachair. It looks so good. We got to the end of the questions. Oh man, that was loads of questions that time, and even more questions. So see, Vince is red black. I don't know. He's not black. It's just not in his nature. Like if you know him personally, I know the shouting and lariness is one thing, but it's he really isn't.
What's this?
People still convinced there's black in your color pie.
Fine.
I'm trying to assuage them of that notion.
Greatness at any cost. Even playing Magic badly on the internet.
Views at any cost.
Yeah, right. Just literally shitting into a bucket for money. Right. Okay, everyone, I'm back. We're playing another round. We're going to actually fucking win this.
Like a good opening hand?
Yeah.
Ghost Quarters and Arbiters?
It's somewhat painful, so if they end up being burned, it's not great. But outside of aggressive decks, I think this is fine. They are effects land decks, so that's already a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Bruce and Bovril fall in the colour pie? Interesting question.
I said they were white because they're good boys.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think Bob would be green because he loves going outside and just eating random shit, and that feels very green to me. He also pisses everywhere, and I feel like pissing everywhere is a green thing as well. I think that is Bru's a weird one because he's very meek when we're at home, but like, sorry, he's very meek in terms of doesn't want things moving underneath him, doesn't like the Hoover, doesn't like loud noises. But if someone walks past the house, he's giving it some, and he shouts at bigger dogs too. So that's a very red trait, I think. So maybe white green for Bovril and white red for Bruce, I think. That's what I'm going to go for. We're up against some sort of bug astrolabe bullshit again. Hello, turn 1 Blood Moon. I like the name. Fatal push our Arbiter, sure. There's an argument that we could have led with Thalia because they couldn't have pushed it there. Well, be there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, just checking because I think my headphones go quiet. They have missed a land drop. Draw an Arbiter. Did not.
Oh, disappointing.
So I guess we go...
Fine.
Yeah, I think so. And then we'll play TKS next turn. Just play Astrolabe. There's some people on Discord, Animal Blastoise, who want me to play Snowco or some shit tonight. And I was like, nah, I'd rather play a deck that I actually like. They've missed another land drop, I'll take it. That'll teach them to play Astrolabe. We drew a Silent Clearing. I'm going to go Swamp. I'm going to attack. And then I'm going to play Thought Not Seer to get a look at what's going on over there. Hopefully they've just got 1 3-drop. No, Admiral, I was telling you people on the Discord were saying that. I wasn't saying you were on the Discord. I know you're not on the Discord. You don't love me. That's not true. I'm not going to do that fucking... You only love me if you... I miss the days of Coco and Green Taxes and Valley. Yeah, exactly. I should play more of that. Oh, they actually have a trophy and a drown in the lock.
Wow.
And the Dead of Winter.
Fucking hell. Stacked hand.
So Dead of Winter can't be cast next turn. We can displace our Thought Not Seer. They can't cast Trophy here. They can't cast Drown in the lock here. They can Snapcast a push, but not with Thalia in play. Uro they can cast next turn if they draw land. So if they draw land, they can go Tracker, Uro, or Trophy. I guess we take the Trophy and we hope they fade land more time. Then we can displace... we can't displace, we don't have a Temple. Guess we take Trophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch them go land, Uro, hit a land drop as well. Just casually casting a Snappy? Sure. Yeah, the fact that that hand is enabled by Astrolabe does tilt me somewhat. They hit another land. So they can't Dead of Winter yet. I guess if we draw a Flicker Wisp, we can Flicker. I thought I'd see it. That'd be nice. Alright.
Alright, cool.
So they go up to 16. It didn't hit a land. That's nice. Tidehollow Skuller can take the... Take the Dead of Winter.
Yes, I think so. And that will protect our board.
And then we can even strangle away the Snapcaster and hit them for 6.
That sounds like a good idea. Because they're on 10. And nearly dead.
Yep. They got a Snapcaster and another Snappy in hand, haven't they? So we want to be careful about putting things in their yard.
Yes.
Drylolock is our graveyard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's actually really... Our decks are really good against this shit because we don't fill our yard up. So that's pretty good. I guess we take... We can... Do we want to process Dead of Winter because it costs more and we've got a Thalia in play?
Yeah.
Oh, there's loads of things in there.
They are
Wait.
running pushed, so we want to kind of not let our title card be a liability.
That is also true. That's a good shout. Yeah, and one more card in our bin turns on their thingamabob. Drown the lock to kill Tide Hollow. So yeah, push on Thalia, Tide Hollow, and then drown on Tide Hollow would have been pretty brutal. Okay, take them to 10.
Sweet.
Next time we can play Displacer and we can flicker our Tide Hollow skull in the draw step. Have I received any fan art of my lobster sonar yet? Yes, Strider Har you. If you check out the thumbnail for yesterday's episode of EDH and Chill, that YouTube buried. Yeah, anyone here who likes EDH and Chill, by the way, they didn't. YouTube were like, nah, we're not going to put it in anyone's sub boxes. So I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. So, yeah, that was great. If they go land, they can go snappy push. New white hate bear is great. The 2 mana one that stops people from casting stuff from other zones. It's great. What's your mother's brother? EDH and Chill is a long form Modo EDH series where I get 3 members of the community on. So last week's episode, the episode that came out yesterday, for example, was myself, Rob, that's on the stream now, Daniel Holt, who's one of the designers at Wizards of the Coast, who worked on some of the Ikoria stuff, but couldn't talk about it during that video, but we'll talk about it in future on another video, and Toma in that video. And the week before was myself, Shivam of the CAG, Olivia of the CAG, and Chase, another Magic the Gathering content creator. So it varies each week. And the most recurring guests, I guess, is Rob and Toma. I guess you guys are the most recurring ones.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah. Players can't cast spells from graveyards, creatures can't enter. Seems good. Kaya seems good here too. Kambal seems good here. Plague Engineer on Wizard. Maybe, maybe not. Gideon, rest in pieces. Yep, Liquid Pinkerton, you're completely right. So anyone who's rang the bell or is subbed, YouTube decided not to show the video to them. Which is scary, really, because that's an ongoing... I haven't uploaded today, and I'm not going to lie to you, it's caused me huge amounts of anxiety, and I felt genuinely depressed today, because there's that idea that, what if I upload tomorrow, and it doesn't get pushed? What if I upload on Wednesday, it doesn't get pushed? And YouTube just suddenly stops promoting my stuff for the people who've asked to see it. Like, the funny thing is, EDH and Chill showed up and recommended for people. So I guess I should thank my lucky chickens that it kind of showed up in places. But like, if that happened, I'd probably go out of my way to contact. Because at the moment, I've just tweeted them a little bit and sent like one email. But if that was the case, like it was literally killing my career because of it, then I'd obviously have to like ask bigger creators to shout for me as well and stuff. So yeah, it induces huge amounts of anxiety. You put all this effort and work in and stuff. Like, I put out 3 videos Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All of them edited up. All of them like different in quality and not quality in style and approach. And then yeah, that happened. Cut 2 Stranglers, cut Charming Prince, cut 1 Path, cut 1... We're on the draw, right? I want to cut 1 Arbiter and put it back in on the play. And we're going for the long game. Let's cut these Arbiters for now. So yeah. Yeah. Thanks, IGN and Connor. You're making me feel better by telling me that's a common thing that's going to happen. So, Literal Pinkerton, God, I'm going to mulligan this again. It shouldn't be a bot issue, because it should just be an automated process. Like, it should just put it in people's feeds. That's just how it should work.
It should just work.
Like, yeah. So, my assumption is that there is... So, in the same way that YouTube won't promote your videos if they're less than 10 minutes, they won't put them to recommended and side tabs and shit. What they will do... They will do anything over 10 minutes, right? So if your video is 10 minutes or more, it will tick all the boxes and it will get put through into recommended and stuff based upon like previous viewership of people and what your channel's doing and blah, 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 blah. But it has to be over 10 minutes to tick the box to get into that feed. What I'm assuming is any video over an hour and a half or an hour or 2 hours or whatever, because that was the longest episode of EDH Show I put up ever, I think, at 3 hours. Once you get past a certain point, I think YouTube stops promoting it. Because the last EDH and Show video... or doesn't promote as much. But the thing is, it's not promotion. I'm not looking for the promotion element. I get it if they don't want 3-hour video showing people's recommendeds. I get that. But it should still show up in the sub feed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It did show up in people's recommended. So
it's literally doing the opposite of what you'd expect from something. It's not even the algorithm. It's literally YouTube not functioning correctly. So, yeah. It's fucking bizarre. Now, there's a point where I could have led with Eldrazi Temple there in case we drew another temple, but we don't have TKS. So this is better if we draw Thought Scholar. Oh, I forgot this card's fucking legal.
Ugh.
Yeah, right.
Legacy flashbacks. Ah.
So let's draw some Graveyard Hate. No, okay, sure, whatever. Let's go white, colourless square 2. Yeah, YouTube is an interesting beast, right? Like I owe it a lot. Like it's transformed my life. I'm gonna put on both of these. And the platform, I believe, like when you like in its fundamentals, is like fantastic. The idea that people can just share anything. It's literally like a utopian ideal, right? But the system doesn't work. But at the same time, let's not forget that it literally I believe it's the largest, barring like cryptocurrency mining or some shit. Our opponents just transformed to Jund, by the way, when they were like bug control the game before. What a load of shit. Astrolabe is such bullshit.
Astrolabe.
Yeah. So it's the largest hosting website on the planet, right? Like this is literally hosts and upload. There's more stuff being uploaded to YouTube than any other website, or most of the top websites combined, right? Even like Facebook, and I guess the closest will be Facebook and Twitter and Instagram because they have a lot of media being uploaded, but not like hours and hours. Yeah, there's like 1,000 videos a minute or something like that goes up on YouTube. Something absurd.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's very high.
Absurdly high.
So I guess we can path the Goyf, swing at the Wren, play the Displacer. We can't play Wisp while Wren is alive.
So we need to take out the Wren.
So I guess I go Temple. Path the Goyf. I feel like they got a push in hand. They'll kill my Displacer, but I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yep, sometimes they do just have it all.
Yes, and the support that YouTube gives is questionable too at times as well. I agree. One time, no push, please. 2 cards in our bin now. Dry Unlock is the live next turn to kill our Charming Prince. They had the push, sure.
Okay, and the Abrupt K.
Yeah, this game is not feeling good. Mulligan to 6 and then play Wren in 6 is just like...
Yeah. Wren 6 is a beating for this deck, especially.
Okay. Okay.
Ah. That's action.
Yes. A year ago, I thought the number was 500 videos a minute. It might be. I mean, once you get past like a few hundred videos a minute, and also those videos vary in length, right? From like 10 seconds to like 24-hour like music things. I think there's also live streaming going on YouTube. But yeah, once you get past like a certain number, it just becomes like just a number. Right? It's not something I can process. Ice Fang Co-Battle. Of course. Why not just play fucking everything? I think we do need Gideon against them. We bring it in? We did bring it in. Okay. They now emblem and we lose. Okay, cool.
That's fantastic.
So their deck is just a hot mess of random shit. So cool.
Just punish
Great.
their mana base as hard as we can, I guess.
Yeah. Let's bring the outputs back in on the play. Trim Thalias, because they die to literally every removal spell they've got.
Another one.
Isn't Rest of Peace the structure? Yeah, we brought it in, right? Yeah, we did. Love to draw a rip. We did not draw a rip. We drew multiple arbiters though on a ghost core, so sure.
Yeah, this seems okay.
Wish there was a vial, I guess, but what can you do?
Another one.
The hand gonna be full of fetches. Ooh, okay.
There you
Interesting.
go. Right, just pop it off now. Or do we-
Nah. Slam this. Hope their next land's a fetch. They play another Arbiter, blow up their existing land. Nope. It's a fucking mountain. Because everybody loves a fucking mountain. Caves of Koilos. Arbiter number 2. Now they...
So for those at home, they stack.
They do indeed. Now, even if they kill one of them here, they still lose the land. So I'm tempted to blow up the Watery Grave. But the problem being that we can't cast the Displace or the Thoughtless Seer afterwards. But it does have Rest in Peace and Charming Prince.
I think we could do it. Like, just lean real hard into it. Like, we know their mana base is shaky as fuck anyway. So...
The other thing is, if you blow up this one, Rob, they may not be able to play the Astrolabes. If you blow up this, the untap, play an Astrolabe, and then draw another land and play it, I'll be fucking livid. How weird is that? I want to take off 2 colours, but in reality, the Astrolabe colours
You
also
take
a
off
thing.
5 colours by taking out the Snowland. It's got to be the non-basic. Like, it's
What
snappy.
to
There's
think-
card draw spells. There's like Drown in the Lock, Fatal Push.
Is there any upside to doing something in their upkeep?
No.
5 hours of video per second uploaded to YouTube, apparently. There you go, that's my point. That the servers must be like... This is why they can't make any money on the thing, isn't it? Why not just play Thought-Knot? Because we've already played an Arbiter this turn. That's why.
Another one.
Why not play Thought-Knot first? I'd wait. Because they can untap and play like a Liliana of the Veil. Or like anything, really. We've got Charming Prince to scry into more lands too. Fucking
we'll be
okay. Ignore one of them. Oh, they're paying for it. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Oh, Arbiter. I fucking love Arbiter. Okay. Was that you toasting to it, Rob? It sounded like you just like
I was.
tinged
Yes.
a wine glass. Okay, so now we can go Swamp.
Yes.
And we can go attacking.
Yes, we can.
And then I'm just going to slam a Rip, because it makes Red and 6 worse, it makes Drown in the Lock worse. It's like cool
Makes
graveyards,
Snappy worse,
bro.
Good things come to an end. Cool. This is how you punish decks like this.
Okay, cool. Delta, they need 2 more mana to get there. They can go bolt this, untap, pay the mana, so that if they have a removal spell, they can get there. I'm going to Sculler them now, then,
Yes, definitely.
to ensure that
we push at worst.
Okay.
Whoa, look at that hand.
So they can't cast...
Anything.
So if they draw a green source, they can cast Decay. If they draw a green source, they cannot cast Coatl. If they draw a green source, they can cast Renin 6. But Renin 6 just shoots things for 1. So we take the Decay.
100% we take decay.
This needs a blue-green. This needs an extra land. I guess they play Engineer for draw land anyway. Plague Engineer naming Cat makes our cats worse, but... Double Engineer on Cat would suck, but we can hopefully slam Thought-Knot Seer next turn.
Yeah,
So
I
Decay.
think. Yeah, the cats are doing their job of just slowing down until we can get to our 4 land, and then we'll be okay.
I mean, drawing a Temple would be gas, because we can go Thought-Knot next turn, draw another land, play Displacer. Or Displacer plus Charming Prince. So we know their hand. Oh, they had a Vista in hand, didn't they? Yeah, of course they did. So they now have 2 fetch lands that they can't crack. So, many cookies. The problem with Arbiter... Oh, it's your fucking tap land. What people don't understand with Arbiter is that it often doesn't do anything in inverted commas because you don't know what it's doing. Like, you don't know how tilted your opponent is. You don't know what is messing up their game plan. So, while the black-white version is quite nice for allowing you to, like, get information off the thoughts and title colours. So, I'm going to combat attack. Oh, no, they've scooped. They can't even bother to see if they can get there. Cool! Okay,
Excellent.
sweet.
We got there.
The cats are good.
Spectacular. Right, I'm gonna refill my water and
course.
just go to loot. I'll be right back.
So this is what Mapman W2 is saying as well. Like in person, you can see when people are tilted, so you can see how effective like Arbiter, Thalia, to a lesser extent things like Blood Moons and stuff are. Like Blood Moon normally it's quite apparent because their lands aren't doing anything. That game thought like you could see what Arbiter was doing, and then we could see it more when we looked at their hand. Thalia is often the same. Sometimes Thalia doesn't feel like she's doing anything, but then like after the game they're like, oh yeah, I couldn't cast anything. Or everything was like a turn behind. Hope you're enjoying the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're 2-1 now. We lost the first round to some Snoko shit. Aether Vial and no land. Mulligan. Aether Vial and a land. Okay, cool. Now, do we bottom the Kaya? Or do we bottom the Tide Hollow Sculler? We're going to bottom the Sculler because this gives us a curve. Well, no it doesn't because... Ditch Kaya, she sucks. Well, you
Another one.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, thank you for your input. I appreciate you not knowing what the fuck you're talking about. Right, let's untap and draw a Aether Vial. I'm looking forward to processing that Lotus Bloom. This is going to be ad nauseum. Yep. The problem with Strangle is it can't target itself, right? Target creature. It can. Sick. I feel like I've never done that before for some reason. Gemstone Mines. Take a damage. Sleight of Hand, I assume. Ad nauseum is now just an Oracle deck, I believe so. Wisping this is good because it takes the counters off it. Now, frustratingly, Arbor doesn't do anything until we start Ghost Quartering. That's the problem. Yes, Kaya does hit this. That is true. No, this is ad nauseum, probably not Dragonstorm. Hello, Mimigura. Welcome, welcome. Now we can Ghost Quarter them and play a Temple next turn, process the Bloom. Killing itself, probably, yeah. Or kill the Arbiter afterwards, actually. Well, I guess actually no, because the Arbiter's better if we draw more Ghost Quarters. Black, white from our opponent again. 3 mana from our opponent. Phyrexian Unlife. Cool. So we can take our opponent off the mana they've got. So... Temple. Strip mine them. They could pay both their prison mana to like get through this if they wanted to. Yep, that's the plan. The plan is I'm just trying to figure out whether I want to keep the Arbiter or the Strangler around. Keep the Arbiter around. Processing Lotus Blooms and Ancestral Visions are very, very good. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Arbiter attacks this turn as well, so the damage increase, it matters, but not hugely. So next turn we want to draw... We probably want to draw a 3-drop of some description, so we can just file it off Vial, play a Kaya, exile the Pentad Prism. They have 5 mana here. If they have Ad Nauseam, we just die, I believe. So 1 time and no Ad Nauseam would be nice. White mana, black mana. Really? So we're dead. So I believe it's going to be multiple Simians into Manamorphose into Thassa's Oracle. So sometimes it doesn't matter how good your interaction is. Sometimes they just have it all. They are playing Lightning Storm and Thassa's Oracle. So yeah, that was kind of bullshit. Let's be real. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than it is to be good. Yeah, Thassa's Oracle was a fucking mistake. We needed Thalia 2, I guess. Well, you say that. We needed Thalia 2 to beat their nut draw, yeah. I could have played Kaya there and exiled the Pentaprism, but it would have done the same thing. We've got Thoughtseize just strapped out of bodies. Come on. Seven. I cut our TKS before we started, unfortunately. Post-board, we have a lot of extra cool stuff as well. We have Kambal, a Disenchant. We have Bird Forge Tender for the Lightning Storm kill. Did they... How do they even Thassa's Oracle? Oh, they couldn't... They don't have a Metamorphose in the deck. I thought they'd have one copy of Metamorphose. They don't. Did you bottom a Skull? We did bottom a Skull, yeah. So maybe the Skull would have been better. Let's see if they fuck this up. Eighth of was never the wrong keep there. Like in hindsight, it was. Like you're playing blindly against an opponent. You just go for it. Like I think our deck is actually very, very good against theirs. They have the fucking nuts. I think you're meant to discard after the other triggers have resolved. I don't think it matters because they like just either discard here or here, right? Why would that matter? Am I misunderstanding something? Sushi? They did 22 damage there, so actually getting above that would be pretty good. Stony Silence does turn off Pentaprisms and Blooms, but it's bad with our Vials. Maybe we cut our Vials. Oh, is it after the ability? Okay, that makes more sense then. That does make a lot more sense. How much removal do they play in the board for the givers? That's a question. Yeah, they always have more lands if they know what they're doing. Like sometimes they fuck it up. That's what I was trying to see if they fucked it up or not. Like they didn't know. Plague Engineer is just a body. Oh my fucking god! Come on. The deck needs 23 lands because would 23 lands make my no landers better? I probably have to mulligan this too. As much as this is a hand of lands and spells, it doesn't actually do anything. They're keeping a 7. Okay. The bottom of the Displacer or the Knorris? Our Displacer allows us to flicker our Wisp and take out lands, so we're going to keep the Displacer.
I am back.
Hello, they had the literal nut draw. Did you see any of the game?
No.
So we processed the Lotus Bloom out of exile and strip mined them with Arbiter, and then they untapped, had 5 mana exactly in effect on life and play, and then just drew and had the ad nauseam. So there was a thing where we should have kept Vial, But like a blind, you don't mulligan your vial away.
Yeah.
That was a very good draw, my friends in chat. That was a very, very good draw.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to displacing that later.
Okay, what can we gobble up here?
We're going to take the Phyrexian Unlife. We're going to flicker Wisp of the Phantom Prism. They've got a Path to Exile they can use next turn on our Sculler. Then we can displace our Wisp to get rid of the Phyrexian Unlife. Did we get rid of the title of the Sculler on game 1? We did indeed, when we didn't know what our opponent was on. So keeping a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop was much better. Pentad Prism. Sure. So now we're going to flicker that Prism. We just to keep them off mana. That's literally what we need to do.
All times, no mana.
So they can now, like, they're going to path the Total Scholar because they want the Unlife back.
Yeah.
They're going to have a Lotus Bloom soon as well. I would love to be able to process that away. So chat, I mean, a lot of people in chat say this. So we can talk to the cows come home about what we should and shouldn't have mulliganed once we know that we're against the spell-based combo deck. But there's just I should have attacked first. You're all right. I'm too busy reading chat. But it just doesn't solve anything.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know what we were against. So I kept a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, Vial, Arbiter, Kaya, and like even in hindsight, that's still correct. Yeah. Because we can't keep going on about how now we know what they were doing. Now we know what they were doing, but it doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. And that's not me being salty or anything. I'm just trying to like help us all learn because it doesn't improve anything. I'm not looking from hindsight though. Well, then in which case you're incorrect, in my opinion. If we're looking at literally, like I said from the abstract, I don't think that was right to keep 2-drops in a vial. Exactly. Like, Glimmerglaze has got it. It depends exactly on like a lot of things. So next turn we just die if they had Ad Nauseam in hand. That is frustrating.
Yep. And we can't play Displace from Flicker yet.
We play Displace this turn for definite.
Mm-hmm.
So we're dead to Ad Nauseam here.
Play that in Arbiter, because at least then if they need to search, they can't.
They aren't playing any tutors.
No, they're not playing. Oh, they didn't play Infernal Tutor?
No, Infernal Tutor needs Lion's Eye Dome to be any good. So the modern version of Ad Nauseam doesn't. I mean, I think maybe at some point they played Dark Petition, maybe. So Ad Nauseam plays a card like either Angel's Grace, which they have in hand, or Affecting Life, to mean they can't die. Then you cast the spell Ad Nauseam, which will basically kill you to draw your entire deck, but you can't die for that turn because of Angel's Grace. Affecting Life. And then you use 3 red mana generated by 3 Simian Spirit Guides to Lightning Storm people, traditionally speaking. Recently, they've also added Thassa's Oracle, so if you have 7 mana on the turn that you go off, you can Thassa's Oracle instead. Okay, so we can now flick out the Phyrexian Unlife in response to an Ad Nauseam. So the deck is fragile, but at the same time they play like Pact of Negations and stuff to protect the combo turn. So having things like onboard tricks is good. They're on 8. We're going to something for
Another
5, 8. They're going to die next turn.
Good.
But maybe they don't know. So hang on, let me double check this. Do I flick this out before or after?
Before damage, definitely.
No, we let them go to minus something, flick out the Unlife, and they just die, right?
Yeah, but it'll only go to 0, doesn't it, for the first hit?
No, they go to minus something. You don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Yeah, that's definitely it. I mean, I've done this a million times, but I just haven't done it very recently.
Okay.
Let's have a look at their hand first. If they had Nauseam in response, we flick out the Unlife and just kill them anyway. So this should hopefully get the Angel's Grace. They might cast it now. Double Angel's Grace. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, we attack them and see if they Angel's Grace. If they don't Angel's Grace, we just kill them. 6, 7, 8. Angel's Grace. Sure. Okay. They go to 1. 1 displace Skull in response to the trigger. So if we displace Skull in response to the trigger, and then they just cast Ad Nauseam, they drew their deck and killed us. So we could not do that. We have to keep our displacer up. So we're basically just playing around Ad Nauseam again. Because at the point where they untapped and we had Displacer and Flicker Wisp, they could be playing around us Flicker in the Unlife. Okay, we got them. Cool. That was on a bit of a rough mulligan, a 5 with no actual action, so that was okay.
Yeah, we did alright. That was good. Pleased about that.
Oh, that's a very good point, Banana Loaf. So we knew about one of the Angel's Graces, so if they did have Ad Nauseam, we were just dead. Did they have... They had 4 lands and a Lotus thing, didn't they? So yeah, you're right. If we attack with Numon, they go to 0. No, Phoenix. Because they cast Angel's Grace, they go to 1. That's just what Angel's Grace does. Even if we attack for like 1500 damage, it would have been to 1. So attack with Mum didn't do anything. But yeah, I think Banana's right. Yeah, if we knew about the Angel's Grace, if they had an Ad Nauseam. Yeah, as rough as Vile plus Tony is. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking I might trim the Giver for the Vile. And... you say you've never seen a sideboard Vile. I cut my Viles against Collinger Command's decks for years. So the Displacer can't... So to confirm, the Displacer can't flicker the Unlife, Super Giraffe. You flicker the Unlife with a Flicker Wisp. So it goes out and they die. That's it. We can keep this. It turns off Pentad Prism and the Bloom.
Yes.
And we've got TKS as a live draw and Black's as a live draw. That was game 2, yeah. I'm going to go Temple. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Plains. Tidal Scholar changes this. Now, they have Path post-board, we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Three mana. What's this? Fraction Unlife. Okay, sure. So these are Simeon for that. The game got louder again. Fucking Modo.
Okay, that was a good draw.
Yeah, I think we played this whilst they're tapped out, because a Prism doesn't get them any further next turn. Sculler is non-land. It hits creatures too.
Yeah. Okay. Shows your hand.
Double Oracle, Pentad Prism.
So take the Prism.
We're about to turn it off with Solar Silence. I don't know how relevant it is. Like, maybe we let them tap out for a turn, right?
That's a fair point.
We take the Oracle, we display... If we can get all the Oracles out of their deck, bada bing, bada boom.
So much for a win condition.
Fuck.
Another one.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. No, Scholar is 2 lines of text moose works. You can do. It's not like Mangara though. You're thinking wrong. It's like Fiend Hunter. Oh, that was bad. That was really frustrating.
That was real bad.
Okay, so now they play Penta Prism. And now they have tons of mana. Now we're dead to ad nauseum. Just rip the second silence. Go on. Or a wisp. A wisp would be good. That is not a wisp. Okay.
Stress.
Yeah, a lot of stress. Let's go with Displacer. At least we can displace in their draw step and force them to ad nauseum and kill us at instant speed.
I mean, there is that.
We can displace. Their hand is Thassa's Oracle and one other card. Please don't, for the love of fuck, be ad nauseum. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Kind of okay with that, actually.
I'd rather my Displacer survived. Maybe we should have played Brown Bonte's Last Reckoning. Like, it's a common card in their deck. I hadn't thought of it until then, obviously, but maybe we should have played Wasteland Strength instead of Displacer. But then we can activate Displacer next turn, so.
That's fair.
Okay. They have one card in hand. It's a Thassa's Oracle. They're going to draw another card. They don't untap this turn, so we're safe for a turn. They also use their Prism mana, which is pretty wild. Guess they were trying to figure out what the top of the deck should be. We drew a Flicker Wisp, which is pretty good.
Yep.
We can even process the Unlife into their bin by wisping it out and then Wasteland Strangling it away. Maybe that's the right thing to do.
I think, actually, yeah, now you mention it.
Like, guess we go into combat, attack them. Take them to 10. And then we go Wispy Baby. Take the Phyrexian Unlife. Then we go Strangler Baby. Strangle a baby. I haven't said that sentence.
Oh.
That's a sentence I've never said out loud before. We're going to kill itself. Yeah, we could have killed a land that way, but I think Unlife is scarier because they're like, yeah. They now need to assemble both the mana plus ad nauseum plus a thing to keep themselves alive. They have 3 cards in hand. We know one of them is the Oracle. We don't know what the other 2 are. They're going to Thoughtseize us. One of them is Thoughtseize. That takes them to 8.
Another one.
That changes the clock because before this was a 4-turn clock. It's now a 3-turn clock. City of Brass hurts them again.
Excellent.
You were dead to spores without getting rid of the
that
Unlife. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we need to take apart each part of the combo. Like if we taking a land only stops the mana aspect, not the survival element. What does this do? Not a lot, but I don't know.
I mean, can you get out of Lightning Storm range?
Well, they only 22'd us last game.
There you go.
But again, there's... Oh, no. Okay, the Kaya was enough, somehow. Don't know how. Okay, we're 3-1. I need to pee, and then we're going to do the final round. So I will back in like 30 seconds.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, well, that's how that went. I'm pretty pleased there. That was a good opponent. You know, ad nauseum's always a pain in the ass. What's your favourite planeswalker, Venser? What's your alcoholic beverage of choice? It varies. Gin tonic's quite good. I like ale. I like wine. Yeah, whatever's going on. Let's go a bit of a drawing off. Probably not. Favorite crisps? Oh, I like Sunbites. Fan of Sunbites. Favorite Magic set? Good question. I like Innistrad, I think. Probably Innistrad. Rob, will you ever stop being so polite and personable? Probably not. Although I've been told I can be arrogant at times. So catch me on a bad day, I guess. Opinions on Thai sweet chili sensations. Don't like them. Favorite new Apex Wedge monster from Ikoria? The snake thing? Is that one of those things? I don't know if it is or not. If not, the broccoli monster. Favorite non-infinite creature to Kiki Jiki? Solemn Simulacrum. Favorite song? Don't have one. Don't think. Is it? I thought Song of Our People was Let's Keep Stone for Mystic Band.
I did unmute myself, so no one heard what I said. So it just sounds like you're talking to yourself now, Rob. Gutted.
Ah, lovely.
Okay, we are into our fifth and final round of this league. It's been going okay. There's a few punts early on. The deck feels like it should have a 23rd land, but at the same time, these hands aren't necessarily capable when you have two lands. This would have been, actually. We've had a lot of no-landers, where the extra land wouldn't have necessarily made it work.
Yeah.
Now, Thai sweet chili sensations are great sushi. I'm a big fan of them. So yeah, let's see if we can win this by mulliganing. If you enjoy the channel, don't forget you can subscribe to support the channel. Also, the Patreon links in the description down below as well. Keep an eye on my YouTube, because YouTube's being a bit shit at the moment and not showing people that new things have come out. I put 3 videos out over the weekend, but people are in about 2 of them. We can keep this and bottom 1 wisp.
Another one.
Yeah.
I'm looking for 1 more land and 1 more white source, which the prince should do. Would I mind checking your above message? I certainly can. First time watcher, seen tons of your stuff on YouTube. Just curious where you think D&T's position currently in Modern and which variant you think is the best. Thanks for good to see you. At the moment, I'm loving it. My win rate is quite positive. This hopefully will be our 3rd 4-1 league in a row. However, I might be getting a bit lucky in some places. Also, I don't know which is the best version yet. I haven't played any green-white recently, so it's hard. It's hard to say. But I will be playing a bit more as well.
Could you confidently say it's better than blue-white?
Blue-white's always garbage, right? Spellcaller can literally eat my shit. Okay, our opponent's on some form of Valakut. Now, the Valakut decks are much more varied these days because of the Dryad of Elysian Groves. Earlier on, in round 2, I believe it was, we saw Bant, fucking Valakut shit. This could be that, but it's playing Explore, so I assume it's going to be some sort of Titan or Escape Breach variant. We will soon see. The new Hate Bear is sick. Oh wow, this is just some form of amulet. Some form of Titan with Valakut in it as well. This makes Ghost Quarters very good. And yes, I don't think we Ghost Quarter here though. You can untap, play a land, play a Zeus or Dryad. Yeah, I think we're safe not to do it here. So really we want to find an Arbiter, because that'll be good against Summoner's Pact, Primeval Titan, potentially Escape Shift. We did not. We're going to bottom the Courtyard. We're going to top the Sculler. Oh, Matron. So when we play the Sculler, we can lead up with Ghost Quarter. The White Courser of Crofix isn't actually in the set, though. It's in Commander, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think the card is playable in Legacy D&T. It could potentially be playable in some variant of Modern D&T. Problem is, it's not Modern legal. Bom, 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 bom. It's very confusing fucking spoiler season, isn't it?
Yes.
So, let's play Tide Hollow and figure out our line of play from there. Let's go Plains plus Concealed Courtyard. What's going to be in their hand? What's going to be in their hand? Double Summoners Pact.
Wow.
And the Castle Garen Rick. So next time they can Summoners Pact for Titan. We go Squat Simic, Grove Chamber. They'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the Garen Brig. 6 mana. It's Titan time. This is sad. God, I wish I had a fucking an Arbiter right now. You thought all the Ikoria commanders were suddenly legal? No, Jafar. Any card that doesn't have the Ikoria little set symbol has a commander one, which looks just like the Theros set symbol, so it's very confusing. Those cards aren't standard legal. I'll be talking about this confusion. I'll be talking about the white cards. I'll be talking about the mechanics in a bit more depth other than Companion, which I've already talked about in a video that'll probably come out on Friday or Saturday. I'll be filming probably tomorrow. Well, I do like a... Well, no, it won't be tomorrow. I need to wait for the set. I'll be filming that on Thursday, actually. I'm doing it on Thursday because I need to wait for the full spoiler. Oh, no, I'm talking and I haven't put up Keep Stop. Oh, fuck my old boots. Want to go squat them and draw step. Oh, chatty chat. Okay. Is it even worth ghost quartering them now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they got Simic bounce land.
Yep, but they're going to make a Titan this turn regardless. Grove Chamber's going to give them the mana regardless. I think it might be... Don't even joke about that, Jafar, because literally it's the thing that brings me the most anxiety in the world. Like, right now. More so than the fact that we could all just be dead from a fucking pandemic if it were to mutate. At least in the yeah. Ghost Quarter and the Valakut might be the option.
Okay. Yeah, actually. Yeah, that makes sense.
Or Field of the Dead, maybe. Might have to let the Titan resolve first. Yeah, Rudy J6's got a point, but they could get Bounce Land plus Teleria West, put Teleria West back to hand, which will allow them to get another Summoners Pact. There's also a small chance they get the wrong stuff. And then we can Ghost Quarter. No, we can't Ghost Quarter them off to double green. I think this game is lost.
Another one.
Yeah, Titan and Pact is very popular right now. Robert, your mother's brother, wants to know, Rob, what's your tips for working from home?
Have a routine. Go outside at least once a day. Get some house plants. And have a comfy chair. That would be my advice.
I don't think we give a shit about Teleria West because they don't have any blue. Okay. They're gonna get to attack with a Titan because we have failed to draw anything.
Perfect.
So, guess you blow up the Field of the Dead and blow up the Valakut and then hope we can somehow pull back into this.
I guess so.
Kill the field first though, doing draw step. Let me draw path next turn, and then hopefully still be in the game by then. So we know they're playing 2 snow-covered forests and 1 forest. Dried of Elysian Groves. So they now get a Valakut in the mountain, and we feel very bad because they can then also kill our Tide Hollow Scholar.
Get their Summoners Pact back.
The new hate bear is in Ikoria, so the shit Corsair graphics. I say shit, I think it's actually great for Mono White Commander, but that's it. Is in the Commander set, as is the bird. Actually, let's see if we draw path. The bird that hits them and gets the planes, which I think is just it's a cool piece of design. It's mechanically and thematically interesting. That doesn't mean it makes interesting gameplay though. How to make your beard better than Seth's? Just don't treat it like a wild man who makes medicine out of mushrooms. That's mean. Catch you later, Blastoise. So thank you for hanging out. Okay, we got fucked up. So
Yes, we did.
we kind of have a similar game plan to last time. So I guess we bring in Kambal, Plague Engineer, Disenchant, maybe Pushes. They kill trackers and they kill Elysian Grove nonsense. Stone Silence doesn't do anything JT Alpha. I don't think they play any artifacts as far as I can recall. They might have like EE and that's it. Why is everyone just Stony? Is it for the EEs they have on the board? Because I assume they have Academy Ruins, not Amulet Titan then. Yeah, but okay. So something we need to explain then. So Stony Silence doesn't stop Amulet. If they are an Amulet variant, which I don't think they are, but if they were an Amulet variant that plays Amulet, because you can have Blue-Green Titan without Amulet now. That's just the world we live in. This doesn't affect it because it stops activated abilities. The Amulet would still do all of its nonsense. I think I want Strangler over the push. Persecution to kill the scouts. If I'm casting Persecution to kill a scout, I'm probably not in a good spot. I mean, it's good if like there's a board store, I guess. I just don't think it's going to be very good. We're going to keep this, lead with Temple, perhaps draw another Temple. If not, go Conceal Court into Thalia. You know what? Thing is, right, this hand isn't even that good against this deck, but I'm not mulliganing it because we've been mulliganing horribly all night. Right?
I mean, it makes sense.
Lands and spells. Lands and spells.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, we get the Thalia down, we can slow down their ramp. Got Disenchant for the Elysian Grove thing.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's far worse. Okay, so we drew not that, so that's fine. JT Alpha, I appreciate you posting that Amulet Vegas ruling into the chat, but I don't understand what the relevance is. The fluctuator buyout thing is pretty funny, honestly. Oh, I'm going to wisp this and put them back a land. Oh, get ready to tap! Get ready to tap! It's going to be so good. I'm very much looking forward to this. Oh, I do want to play that though. Nah, let's put back a land. Nice tap land you got over there, friend. Do-do-do-do-do. I wish I could flicker it out and strangle it. That'd be great.
That would be super sweet.
So what's happening here, chat? I'm flicking out their Gault Turf. It comes back on the end step. Then it triggers to bounce and bounces back to their hand. They are left with no lands. This is why D&T has a very good... Or like back in the day when Summer Bloom was a thing. Like Summer Bloom was a deck that didn't fare very well at any version of D&T or Hate Bears. So I have a story. Someone I knew called Sean from Southampton. He went to his only pro tour he went to. He played Green White Hate Bears in a modern one, did very badly. Hate Bears, he called it, because he's uncivilized Neanderthal. Anyway, the winner of that one was the guy who won with Summer Bloom. What was his name? Anyway, he met him. Oh, there you go. They scooped to that. But he said he said to Sean before the tournament started that the only deck that he was scared of playing with full powered Summer Bloom, when Summer Bloom was legal, Amulet Bloom, was D&T. Wasn't Sam Black. If people say that, keep saying names, I will get it eventually. Begin to the J, I think. Summer Bloom Pro Tour winner. Or did he come second to Twin? Was it Oath of the Gatewatch? It wasn't Oath of the Gatewatch, was it? Maybe it wasn't the winner, maybe the top 4. Preceding the Pro Tour with the controversial bands of Bloom and Spencer. What was before Oath of the Gatewatch, Rob? Battle for Zendikar. Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar. Oh no, but that would have been a standard one. Oh fuck, I don't know. I can't find it. Anyway, they said Jam Black. No. They said that the only deck they were scared of with the fully powered Summer Bloom deck was the Greenway Inverted Commas Hate Bears deck. Because of both Ghost Quarter and Flicker Wisp. Because as you can see, it's really good at advanced lands. So I still stand that Amulet decks that are playing, especially ones that are playing the actual like the balance lands, because not all of them are now, are weak to having themselves Ghost Quartered or having things bounced. It's really good. Really good. Okay. This is a Ghost Quarter and it has... That's it? No, we have to look at this. If this was a temple, then it wouldn't be a Ghost Quarter and it'd be another consideration, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Keep this.
A bit more interesting.
Yeah, we've got Wisp again.
Cool.
We're going to bottom one of the Wisps.
Yep.
Okay. See if we can flick another bounce land and get him. Is this going to be... Oh, Jafar! If you're in the chat, you're talking about... not Secure Tribe Elder, you're talking about Secure Tribe Scout. Yeah, maybe Xenos Prosecution is better against them. I was thinking you're meaning Elder, which is obviously not what you want to be trying to kill with that stuff. They found a Vesuva. Cool. We drew another land, which is sweet. We're going to go Vile. Pro Tour Fate Reforged. Let's check. Pro Tour Fate Reforged. Who won or came second in that was Summer Bloom? Justin Cohen? Is that who it was? Again, I'm telling you a second-hand anecdote from someone else I know. So I could be wrong for that. But whoever did well with Summer Bloom in that tournament. I think that was the name, though. So maybe it wasn't the person who actually did well. It might be someone else who's playing the deck. Blue-Red Twin. Justin Cohen. It must have been Justin Cohen, then. So the only... Oh, yeah, I'm getting it mixed up with Jacob Wilson, was what I was thinking in my head. I knew it was the J, but he didn't play it. So I must have seen it. Yeah, so that, apparently he said to my friend Sean from Southampton that was the only deck he was scared of playing against at all in the tournament. Because of these pretty fun cards. Ghost Quarter's a fun card. They should print more Ghost Quarter sound effects, in my opinion.
Another one.
And destruction is fine.
Yeah, well, Ghost Quarter's quite a fair piece of land destruction, to be honest. To be fair, some would say. Okay, we're going to play Thalia here. If I tap my land correctly. And then we can have Charming Prince on the vials so that we can actually do a double wisp.
Another one.
Cool.
So there's a bounce line, we get to like double bounce them. How hot would that be?
That would be very sexy. Quite charming, in fact.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, they're not going to play into the bounce land thing now. Which is part of the problem. Vesuva copying a Valakut. So how close are they to getting us dead? Control these 5 of the mountains. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 land drops and we're fucked. Okay, we need to draw some sort of removal spell.
Yep. We
can actually flicker out the Dryad for a turn.
Yeah, sort of best of odds.
Okay. Oh, we can't do it yet.
Yes, we can.
How?
Oh, it's got to be an opponent
Another
control,
one.
isn't it, of the XL.
Oh, so fucking close. Yeah, Valakut's not legendary, chat. Yeah.
Okay, so we flicker out something and then flicker out Dryad on their upkeep. So they can't do it this turn.
We can't flicker out an upkeep without deploying both Charming Prince and Wisp.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
But then we can't strangle next turn because there's nothing in exile. No, we're 3-1 at the moment. Spaghetti die. I don't know what your name is. Sorry. Spaghetti. Spaghetti?
I just worry that they drop Castle Garenbrig and then we die.
If they drop Castle Garenbrig, we can Charming Prince our Wisp. So we have to play Wisp here.
Yeah.
So we just Wisp out the Dryad and hit them. And then Charming Prince.
Out a land and fake interaction.
I don't think they give a shit. I think they will literally just go for it no matter what anyway. Oh, we can't take out the Dryad in their turn.
Yes, we can.
For their turn. We can, but then we can't have it out the next turn. Again.
Mm-hmm.
We're back to the same problem again. Okay, let's just hope they don't have Garenbrig plus a Titan. Is that so much to ask? If they hit land drop, though, they get 4 bolts, Rob.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like, if we can keep the Dryad out for this turn, we might draw something that will help us to deal with
So we
it.
need to draw another Wisp, a Displacer, or Bolt.
Yeah.
That's not a Bolt, sorry, a Path. Oh, we're going to have to keep it out, aren't we, just in case?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Flickering out the Dryad in the end step.
What?
It's not instantaneous. It comes back at the end.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So now we have to not fuck this up. So I want the Wisp one to come back first. So I want to go first on, last off. So Charming Prince on, Wisp on. Wisp brings back the Dryad. Charming Prince brings back, yeah. So I want... Wait, I just said it correctly and now I've confused myself. First on, last off, and I want the...
So you want the Charming Prince underneath. So Charming Prince goes on first.
First on, and it comes off last. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. That's it. So there you go.
We can't wait for the trigger hit because we don't have a instant speed Wisp chat. It's part of the problem. Unfortunately, otherwise, yes, we could violin and take the Dryad out, the Valakut thing fizzles, and then blah 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 blah. So we want to draw like Displacer would be gas.
Like a Wisp or another Charming Prince would be
Pretty good, yeah. Okay, so they're Ancient Stowing for 2 mana. This is great news for us.
Mm-hmm. Get a Gruul Turf.
See, I understand the stack very well in terms of first on, last off. The problem I have is doing it... Oh, for fuck's sake. We just get blown out. We just lose now. We lose really hard.
Did not expect them to have 2 Dryads. Should.
They play 4 of them, don't they? Okay. Okay, tick up. Found an Arbiter. Doesn't fucking do anything. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can just play the Gruul Turf twice next turn to fire off 6 lots of 3s. Not 6 lots, sorry, 4 lots of 3s. No, sorry, 6 lots of 3s, because they've got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's rough.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and draw a card. Fucking 1 turn too late. 1 turn too late. We can signpost with an attack.
Yep.
Let's give it a shot. Please block. Please, just for some bizarre reason, block this Thalia.
So we say.
They saw the line of not blocking for like some random reason. Okay, so Oh fuck, Mega Trevor's right. Half of them is awful. We should double bolted. But is double bolt not better than 6 bolt? It cuts off
When
a
you're asking
land drop.
questions like that, I feel that we've come to the end of the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we can't park Zathalia. We literally can't. Thanks for the point out about Smother's brother. I'm literally grasping for shit that we can do. We got fucking ruined.
Yep.
Oh, I feel like this matchup is not bad at all. But this looks awful. But I guess our hands have been pretty bad. Maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively to like Leon Arbiter and such. This is the problem with again, playing in the public eye, is that people are like, well, if it's so good, Vince, why didn't you kill them? Because, you know, we saw... And you get this sort of shit as well. It's just tiring. It's tiring sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. Oh, fucking Dried Odyssey Grove, just such a cool card, but you've been playing decks for cunts. God damn it. Why can't you play with Dreadshape and Gitrog Monster? Why are you playing with fucking Valakut? And we're dead. We 3-2'd.
Oh, so close.
Well, not even remotely. That game was just the fucking whitewash. Well, the first game was also pretty bad as well. Like, I think we mulliganed to 6 and have a hand, didn't do anything, and then we just got, like, tightened. Oh, no, yeah, we looked at their hand. They had double summons pack, didn't they?
Yeah.
We didn't have an Arbiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double summons pack in game 2, and then double bloody Dryad.
I think the deck does need a 23rd land, but again, I had a league where it didn't matter, and then we had a league where it mattered a lot. So I think that's kind of like... That's not enough, is it? That's not enough.
More data required.
Open the chest, says Stim. I have like 48 chests. Do I open one?
Get your chest out for the lads.
Okay. Alright, chat. Come on. Oh! Come on.
Oop. Da, 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 da.
We got 2 res. Well, a mythic. Ilhag.
And a Mosswall Bridge.
Let's have a look at MTG what price wiki. And 5 whole play points. We're putting open one more chest because I hate having odd numbers of chests. Ilhag the Rasbor, as the professor once called it. The Rasbor. I don't want to laugh at him too much. I love Brian, don't get me wrong, but it's just funny. English professors like Rasbor. But again, I've got like a bachelor's degree in English, and I also mispronounce and misspell things all over the fucking shop. English is a weird language. So 3 tickets, 3.5 tickets for Ilhag. That's nice. So that's actually quite a good chest. Mosswap Bridge from Lauren is going to be nothing, right? Oh, 0.8.
Ding, ding.
Between those 4 tickets. What's the average price of a chest now? 2.5?
Thing like that, I feel.
Fullixed, yes. Seth did play his Red Shade deck like a day or 2 ago with Gitrog. I also played it on the channel like in 3 different videos. And remember, back in the day, people used to go in his comment section and berate him if he dared to play anything that I'd played. But no one even said it in the comments. I'm actually happy about that because I got introduced to Seth through people being like, "Why have you not credited Vince?" Because people do that all the time, right? I played 2 copies of the Ox in Dredge, and people were like, "Why have you not credited Magic 8?" It's like because the guy's a bit of a tool. Pestilence Demon. Huh? I didn't know that existed.
Ooh. It's Pestilence.
This is Pestilence on a 7/6. Yeah.
Cool.
It's got a Immortal Servitude. Oh, hybrid mana. Hybrid mana. Come off it. Come off it. These cards are not worth anything. That chest was what we call in the business a steaming pile of fucking shit. See you later, Stim. I appreciate you. Let's go and raid someone. Oh, Naki's showed up.
Impressing the heck out of me.
Still at my tabletop game, but 19 months. Let's go.
Thank you, Naki. 90 months is an impressive long time. Thank you, Mackie. I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who hung out. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we had some very good games. The last round felt like we just got fucking like ruffle stomped more so than actually playing much Magic, which is frustrating because I think that was a better matchup
Know what
than
you're doing right now?
some of the other rounds. So, but that's just Magic. Sometimes it happens. And Ice Smith, thank you as well for the Switch Prime. Right, let's please more leagues. There will be more leagues. There'll be a League of Red White coming out this week as well. With the Courier dropping soon. Does the chat know when a Courier shows up on Modo? That's an important question for me to try and schedule actually making content with the new cards, including EDH and Chill and leagues with new cards and stuff like that. I'm going to just Google it. Does Google work in this post-apocalyptic hellscape? A Courier MTGO release date. MTG Arena on April 16th. That's helpful, Google. It's out on the 16th. I'll be clambering to get some cards and shove them up my bottom. I mean, play with them on Modo. Magic Online and Arena release date is the 16th of April. So,
Hey,
when's that?
I'll do that soon. 10 days time.
Wow, that's next Thursday. Shit, her bed. I wonder if I'll be able to get cards by Friday. I should be able to, hopefully. I mean, I shouldn't be opening any chests until a Courier's out, right? It's just a bad idea. It's bad equity to open chests. It's bad value. Do I have a good soundbite for like doing badly? What's this do? Oh, I've crashed the stream. You can hear me, but it's frozen.
Lovely. Good job. Whatever button that was.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing
Know what
the.
you're doing right now?
Oh,
Impressing the heck out of me.
Bye, chat.
and thank you, Tab, for the tier 1 sub as well for 4 months in a row. In a row? No, 1 month streak. Oh, you let it go, Tab. You let it go. Vince, can you dress as a rabbit next stream? Why, Patters? Why would I dress as a rabbit? Actually, fun fact. I ordered a new aux cable for these headphones last night, and I ordered a novelty hat for a stream. It should be here by next week. So next week's stream, I should be wearing a novelty hat if it arrives. Obviously, there might be a novelty hat shortage. Oh, Julian's raiding! Oh no, Julian! For everyone who's just joining us, I say that Wizards of the Coast should reprint Fetchlands. If they don't, they're fucking cowards. Hello, everybody, just coming from Julian. We're actually about to go and raid someone else because I've just finished playing some Modern, and we're now going to go see who's on Magic the Gathering. As I said.com, twitch.tv/directory/game/magic.
Another one.
Percentage gathering. Who's about that I like and are friendly with and I want to show some love. Who is nice and like them. Let's go and raid. Wait, is the cube? Oh no, the cube's not drafting now, is it? It's sealed. Let's go raid Jamie Topples. Jamie's lovely. Right, when you get in there, I always raid Wheeler. I'm going to raid someone else for a change. When we get in there,
Another one.
toot your horns. Use the hammy mote if you got them. Hello, Julian. Welcome. And now goodbye, because we're going over there. Let's get the raid on the go. Can we get at least 200? Come on. 117, 170, 194, 207, 211, 213? Yes.
Fantastic.
I might be back later in the week. I don't know yet for certain. Definitely back next Monday. There'll be videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and probably Saturday as well. So look out for those. If you don't get them in your sub box, please share them with your friends because YouTube is a bastard. I can't initiate the raid. Where's the button gone? Oh, there we go. So the hype train is covering up my raid. I would like to go now. Twitch, will you let me? I've just got a leave button.
Release me. So do I.
Oh, we just got to wait. That's annoying. It's super weird to read. They've changed how raiding works. Okay, so I'll just sit here and chat some more. Plug some more stuff. If you like the channel, go down to the Patreon link down below and join us on the Discord to chat there. Every Monday night after the stream, we go and play League of Legends with patrons. That's nice. New videos coming. No EDH and Chill this week, but we will have Australian Highlander. We will have Modern. We will have a Courier set review nonsense. We'll have almost all sorts of shit. So I'm trying to read chat and talk, and that's not a good idea. Are the t-shirts still for sale? The t-shirts are still for sale. They're still been going for a little while yet. I'm going to just keep them going for a little bit because of what a weird fucking time we all live in. Okay, let's raid. See you soon. Ta-ta for now.
Bye.
I think. Did that work? Oh, we're gone. Good.